Man.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Tap in. I'm trying to get everybody on IG Live. Shout out to everybody rocking with us. Michael, Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo. Damn it, I'm trying to get everybody locked in. I should have done this. That was my bad.
Okay.
That's not my phone. I don't think it is.
No, it was mine.
Might be my shit too. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to everybody watching on Media Room 360. I think that's me. Oh boy. All right. Good morning, Jay Black.
Morning. What's today? Today is Thursday. It's our Psychic Thursday. Good morning. Hey.
Oh, we got a Psychic Thursday?
Every Thursday, our Psychic Dexter Kendrick joins the show and they do some psychic readings. I'm curious about horoscopes today. I want to know when there's a full moon and what does retrograde means, and I'm curious with all that stuff. It's still Leo season right now, so still Leos. Happy birthday out there, all you Leos.
Let them finish up.
Anything that has to do with astrology, Jay Black really gets gassed like a little kid. Like literally, like he really gets open. Like he really is like, what? Hey, you never know what they're gonna think.
Yeah, you never know. Good morning. Steph's back. Good morning, Steph. Missed you last couple days.
Stephanie.
Good morning.
Where you been, Steph?
Yes.
Where you been? Trying to get it by IG Live. Sexy Mo, good morning. How was your night?
Good
I know
morning.
the night before last night, you was out there wilding out and you was running the streets and yeah.
I am back in my normal state of mind, my normal state of body. I feel good this morning.
Good. You look
I'll
good.
never, ever do that again.
Okay, that's what we all say. All right, Shawnee Scott, good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
What's going on? How was your night?
It was long.
Pause. Why was it long? What happened? Let us know. Let us into your life.
Just a lot of stuff that had to get done. So that's
but you came out here looking like you was like boom bap.
Yeah, boom bap.
Mm-hmm. She's trying to find a man or something.
I am. I'm taking applications.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Taking
applications.
Nah, you look nice.
But you got to be single, not separated and going through a divorce. Single.
All these technicalities. All these
technicalities. Amen.
Yeah.
Why we can't have a good Thursday? We just can't have a good Thursday up in here. Why can't we have a good Thursday?
Yeah.
All right, so
good morning, David.
All right, what up, Dave? Good morning, y'all. Rise and shine. Shout out to you.
Kathy. Mm-hmm.
Jay Black has put us on a restriction where he's like, listen, if you can express yourself without a curse, express yourself. But it's very hard.
Why is it hard to be able to express yourself without using foul language all the time? Because a lot of our listeners got little kids in the cars with them, and like, geez, you can talk without cursing.
Okay, so everybody clowns me when I fly Spirit. Boom, I get it. I understand the whole thing. So yesterday's show wasn't even supposed to happen. It was like, okay, I had a flight for 5 a.m. Delta. I was going to get to Philadelphia from Dallas to Philadelphia by like noon. Boom. It's all good. And then they sent me a little email and they tried to make it look all cute. And they were like, we have had to rebook you. And I understood there was rain and stuff like that. So it turned into rebooking me for like, I think it was like 11 a.m. or noon after I could do the show. So I was happy. I was like, I can do the show. Boom. That's all good. So then we do the show. I'm out of there. I go to the airport. I'm rocking. Everything's fine. And then when I get there, I realize they have now rescheduled the flight again.
Oh, because of lack of employees still. They still. Okay.
No, just rain.
Oh,
yeah. It was storming here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I want to remind you, my itinerary started at 5 a.m. The original one.
What?
Let me make sure y'all hear me because my mic. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So then when I get there, they say, no, we have changed that. We have rebooked it now. And now you're not at noon. You're going to leave at what was it? 7:00 at night. I said, really? So I got a standby, and I got a standby. I finagled the standby, and I got to Atlanta on my layover. Bottom line is, the flight was supposed to land in Philadelphia at 12 noon. Stacy was supposed to take her lunch break and pick me up. I landed last night at 12:25 midnight. So let's clap it up for what the airlines are doing right now. And ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do.
You were traveling for all those hours, just trying to get to your destination, living in the airport.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Sounds like fun. Sounds
amazingly fun.
In the world.
Amazingly fun. So shout to the airlines, and let me tell y'all something. I should have just rescheduled my flight, but they got it on smash. So anybody who makes fun of Spirit, and Spirit has a lot to make fun about. Delta, you were Spirit yesterday all day. You were literally Spirit all day. Okay, so here's the other one. I get on Delta, and the great thing about Delta is like, okay, we got a TV on the back of the headrest. We can watch, we can watch movies or whatever. I'm good. Do you know the only row that doesn't have a TV is the first row outside of first class?
There's nothing in front of it, right?
Yes, row 10.
Yeah.
Row 10. I'm literally looking at first class. Is the only row I had no TV. So I literally was reading stuff. I ain't read since 2017.
Like legit reading.
Like legit. So
Kathy said you get what you pay for. Rocking with Spirit, you better get with a real airline. That's basically what she's saying. You get what you pay for.
Kathy, I flew Delta. That's the whole point of this subject. I flew Delta. I paid the money I had to pay for. And I flew Delta and literally had to read the back of, I actually read everything. There's only two things you have. So they have the little explanation of the plane. They don't even have the menu on there no more. So I was sitting there reading. So yeah, so I started the process at 11 a.m. and I landed. What time is it now? Like 6 hours ago. Yeah. So shout to Delta for having your Spirit, having that Spirit going down. So yeah. All right. So
Good morning, Leslie. Good morning,
Leslie. Sis. Love you.
Good morning, Leslie. Obviously, y'all have a connection. Stephanie, you playing all you want, but never the weather.
Over that cuss word. That's good, Mike.
I know. I'm trying.
It's hard for me because I'm a cusser. I'm a work in progress.
Unless the stuff said, thank God you got your shot. So because you out there in the public and all those crowded spaces, you had your vaccine. So she was glad. Glad. What do you mean?
What's that change?
Good morning, Action.
You protected.
What does that change?
You are protected.
Good morning, Action.
I'm not protected.
Good morning,
I'm not.
Action.
People dying every day after they get their shot.
And just know you get your booster 8 months after you got your second one.
You saw Joey, I'm letting y'all know right now.
Announced that yesterday.
Hey, Joey B, kiss my ass. Joey B, kiss my ass. I'm not taking it. Y'all not gonna just play me like Boo Boo the Fool now.
Every vaccine need a little support after a while. Need a little help.
Bye, Stace. Love you.
Yeah. So
bye, Stace. We love you.
Everybody says love you. Everybody. I'm not doing a booster shot. F you, like for real. And y'all, you know what? I don't know how long this cursing thing's gonna last.
Not too long.
What about if we just don't curse until the 9 o'clock hour, J Black? Because then everybody kids in school.
But I guess 9 o'clock for East Coast, but it's only 8 o'clock for
They're in school.
They're in school.
Yeah, school starts at 8 o'clock.
I tried, Mike.
I get the girls to school at 7:30.
I tried, Mike.
No, I'm trying to do my best. I know I can do it without, without cursing, but at a certain point, like Joe Biden, like, why do y'all believe that Republicans or Democrats give a darn about you? They only come for you every 4 years. They have said nothing about police brutality. Joey B has said nothing about poverty in the inner city. Nothing. Why do we believe these people? I promise you, 3.5 years or whatever it is, they're going to come back and they're going to tap on our door. Hey, guys. Hey, Kamala's here, right? Kamala's here, right? And we want to be elected again. Hey, did I mention Kamala's here? She's black, right? Everybody should vote for her. They should all vote for her. You gotta be kidding me. How stupid are we, y'all?
They still do it. They still do it, Mike. I get these text messages asking me for money to support the DNC, all kinds of things. They're still on it. They're still on it.
Joe Biden would never be in the same room as Kamala Harris, ever. They would never be. They put her on the ticket so that we would vote. That's all. Mo, if you start with this bullshit where you start whacking rappers up, what you're not gonna do today,
I'm not eating.
Who did it?
Is it Jay?
No, my hand's right here. No, it wasn't me. Somebody had some. We heard it.
I am not eating. My paper is right here in front of me. I'm not.
Was that a paper? Yeah, something.
Oh, that was your paper.
It was your paper.
No, I didn't touch anything.
Somebody did the.
I heard.
I heard it, but I was like, what is
it? No, I'm not eating today. I don't even know.
Leslie said, there went the curse. Yeah, he cursed that mother. I heard it.
Was that a trigger? I'm so sorry.
You ain't munching on nothing over there, Mike?
No, that was just for the liquor yesterday. Yesterday, I needed that.
No, but Kamala, she's going to be running because Joey B. he ain't going to be able to run again. He'd be too old. So yeah,
he's going to be dead.
She's set up perfectly for the next run and being that first.
And I'm not voting for her. I'm not voting.
Yeah, you will. Yeah,
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Depends on who's on the ticket. Depends on who's on the ticket.
I'm not voting.
It's going to be her versus the governor of Texas or something. And you're going to be like, yo, I'm going to pick the lesser.
Hot Wheels is not running. No,
he is. That's
Hot Wheels is running.
Yes.
Hot Wheels can't run. He can only roll.
Yes. I'm not playing with y'all no more. Do you understand? Every time we do this, every time we get all animated and we're like, yo, things are gonna change. They're gonna change. Barack Obama. What was his catchphrase? What was his
change,
believe or something?
No,
believe.
No, was it change? It was change.
Change.
It had change. We had hope.
No,
yeah. We had.
What happened? I just want to know what happened, y'all. What happened? Because
stuff has gotten better, I would think.
Like what? Like what?
So where you see your major changes is on your local and your state level, and people really don't concentrate on that in terms of voting, in terms of getting involved in the process. I said that before.
No.
And I'm not,
you do not change. You did not see any change in the state level. No, you didn't.
I said that is where the change begins. Like if you want to get involved in the process, if you're looking for your president and the cabinet, no, you have to start on the local level.
I just want to know what changed with Obama. What changed, y'all?
Atlanta got the first black guy in office.
Guy? You mean female?
No. Then Atlanta got somebody black. I ain't good with that. This ain't my strong suit.
Female.
No, it was a guy. Wasn't it a guy? The guy
you talking about the mayor?
I know it was somebody black, and we came through. Change is happening. It was something. All right, let me get off this topic. Hey, y'all talk about this and enjoy yourselves. I know it was a black guy in Georgia. It was a black guy. Remember the runoff? It was a runoff.
I just want to know what changed. I just want to know.
Somebody said Positive Vibes said gay rights have changed. Woo! Obama was for the LGBT community.
Oh, that helped black people a lot.
Oh, you going okay.
I just want to know, because y'all want to bamboozle me till I'm 60.
So if anything, it got more people out who normally don't vote. It got them out. It got them involved in the process in some way when Obama came, because there was this big surge of voter turnout, period.
Okay, so that
changed. I mean, that is a start. That's a start with getting people involved in the process and getting more people registered. When I did voter registration, it was more people than we've ever registered during the time that Obama was up for grabs, the first time and the second time.
Okay, so who'd that benefit?
I think that benefited Black and brown people.
How?
More than it, because you're saying change. So more than it ever has before.
Okay, so
it at least got them to stop being what I call Facebook and Instagram political how you get your political.
So in real life, what did it change? In real life, what did it change people's lifestyle? What did it change?
So in real life, I think it empowered them. It empowered them to understand that they can be a part of the process. And if they come together, vote, as like I said, starting on a local level of government, that yes, you do actually have the power to come together collectively and change something. Now, is it going to be a big shift all of a sudden? No, but you are going to see subtle changes if you start involving yourself in the process at that time. So that's what I'm saying, where the change came in at.
Did I let you finish?
Absolutely.
No, I want to know, because okay, so did the school system in the cities change?
So again,
I just want a yes or no. I don't want to political.
I'm not. So your question, it's not always in black and white. You're asking a global question.
Oh no, it is black and white. Oh, it is black and white because the higher tax brackets, their school systems are good. When Barack Obama was there, did the school systems get better in the inner city? I just want a yes or no.
It always ain't about a yes or no response.
That's why I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to respond because I'm not going to respond to that.
Did anything change on police brutality? I just want to know. I'll let y'all jump in.
I'm not even saying that there's has been this big shift. You asked what changed, and I said people getting involved in the process and just being aware, like, hey, you do have control over what's going on. And I'm not saying that you have total control, but there is a way that we can amass change, is all I'm saying. I'm not right. Slow change. Slow. I'm not saying that there's something that, oh my God, there's been this big shift. We now have all of this money in urban schools. We now have no, I'm not saying that.
Positive vibes said.
So my thing is, I don't want to hear positive vibes right now.
She's on your side.
I know. I'll get to her. But this has been my problem. So we all got in the political forum. Who did it benefit? Because it didn't benefit us. It benefited the candidate. Didn't benefit us. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed with police brutality. Nothing. George Floyd happened years after we sat there and rocked out. Come vote for it. Come vote. President Barack Obama, and I would vote for him 12 times, y'all. Never put the pressure of God on these cities to make sure that these animals that were on the police department got prosecuted. Never. He could have, but he never did. So don't tell me that it's all good because now, hey guys, we all came together and we voted. We voted for what?
For change. Yes, we can. That's what the slogan was.
We can. And guess what? Chicago's still the same. New York's still the same. Philly's still the same. All these cities are still the same. Still the same.
Mike thinks as soon as somebody gets
elected, it doesn't work that way.
Everything changes.
Wait. Let me read it. Mike thinks as soon as somebody gets elected, that everything changes immediately. Some things take time to develop. He had 8 years. Kathy, 8 years. And the gentleman who got choked out for bootleg cigarettes, him and Michelle Obama said they will make sure that those officers would be prosecuted. Those were his statements. I would.
Uh-oh, his mic went out. There you go. You back.
Yeah. I will vote for Obama 12 times, but you're not going to tell me that the political process, it's not about Barack. The political process is bullshit. Joey B gangstered us for all those months to get us to vote for him. And he's done what? Nothing.
What have you done to help the community, Mike?
Oh,
that's what somebody, because Kathy said it starts with the man in the mirror. What are there things out there that you're advocating for and you pushing for?
Dog, all I can do is help people. I didn't run a campaign for almost a year and a half saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, everything's going to be, and then rally everybody up to beat Trump because y'all were scared to death to lose to Trump. And that's when y'all tap every minority's shoulder. Whenever you in a bad situation, y'all tap the shoulder and go like, hey, everything's going to change. Everything's going to change. You know what? We're right here, black people. Come on. Shut the fuck up. Stop. We still got more videos every day surfacing of more minorities getting killed by cops. No, what president actually goes on the microphone and says, we are going to stop this? Name me the president who said that. But when a tragedy like the schools, when Obama cried, and I cried too, when those kids got shot up in their school, and he cried. Explain to me, when is somebody going to cry and make something happen when you see more minorities getting killed by cops right on camera, right on video? George
Floyd murder had to be a first step. It seemed like that it was unity coming along, people coming up. I feel like that was a first step in acknowledging that, hey,
in 2021, think about that. In 2021, that's how long it took.
Well, you can't, you got to accept the reality and move forward in the positive. We can't harp on how long it took. It's happening, right?
You can't harp on it.
I'm talking about as far as saying that, oh, it took this long. You should be
furious about it. In 2021, women still make 30% less than a man makes for the same job. Let's talk about something fun. Because
I got your point, Mike, but not voting is certainly not the answer. But you're still saying vote.
Y'all voted. We voted. We all voted. We all fucking vote every time. I'm going to keep voting. I'm going to vote again. I'm going to vote again. And y'all going to give me another person that y'all going to sit up there. Joe Biden don't give a damn about y'all. Don't give a damn about us.
Sound like Kanye. He don't care about black people.
Don't care about
real talk.
George Bush don't care about black people.
But you know what? Make sure you vote on in your local elections. And the reason why I keep harping on that and driving that home is because that's one of the things that in black and brown communities we forget, because these are the representatives that we send up to the top to work for the Obamas and for the Joe Biden. So when it's something that benefits you and your community and you want to push that agenda forward, you want those people up there who are pushing that agenda to the president, pushing those bills and lobbying for whatever it is that serves your community, pushing that to their agenda and making sure that gets on their radar. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, until they get there and the lobbyists start realizing that when they get with the old school lobbyists and they realize how much money there is to make in being a lobbyist and how much money you can actually get. So you can talk about more. You can talk more about it.
No. So all I'm doing is encouraging people to just make sure that they focus on, if they're looking for somebody and they're talking about people who are representing you, because the man at the top, yeah, he can make executive decisions, but that's not how it works. Just inform yourself on how you can actually be a part of the change or be a part of the process, and making sure that you have somebody who represents your community. Make sure that they're represented in your state legislature, who also ultimately goes up to help.
And Mike getting that 250 stimulus. He like that. Mike, you like that 250 stimulus, don't you?
Excuse me. I've never got. No. Let's be clear, Dave. I've never gotten it. Never. So be careful. No, I've never.
Not the child credit. You didn't get the stimulus.
No, I've never gotten it.
So clear. So when you do your taxes,
hold on. When I talk my shit, I talk my shit for real. I've never gotten any. They said I was making too much money before, and I didn't get it. And now we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, when you file your taxes, you should be able to get that adjustment. But I wish you well on that.
Bless your heart. Good luck.
You better hustle and get your money. You better hustle and get your money. And no, I don't believe in this is a whole fixed game. And if we had enough time, we could see how this game has been fixed from the inception of the government and how they set it up. But you're supposed to get that stimulus. Mike, I got it, Dave. I didn't. But guess what? I'm not the one to be complaining. I'm still out here grinding. Trust, I'm still paying these bills. But if y'all, I want y'all to do all the voting and all the congressmen and congresswomen and everything like that. And once they get to Washington and they get part of the system, they part of the system.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Ashley. I believe today is your birthday. Yeah. You say get your money. It made me think about that DoorDash driver that was trying to get his money. I didn't realize that DoorDash drivers don't get tips if I guess they get paid. So it was a DoorDash driver that didn't get his money. So he went back and left a note on the person's door letting them know that, you ain't give me no tip. And I was wait a minute. Yeah, so a delivery guy says he left a note for a customer who didn't tip, reminding them that he doesn't work for free. So it was literally a note he put on here and work for free. But I thought that you get paid from DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that regardless, don't you?
I thought so.
Yeah, you get tips if they. Well, at DoorDash, when we order the food, it's like the tip is already included. There's a driver, there's the amount of the food, there's the taxes, and then there's a driver something, and there's something else on there. And then you can give more of a tip if you want to.
And then Mike said to me something about, well, you tip them up front. You don't tip after the fact. I thought that was weird. So wait, so you want to see if I tipped you or not prior to you bringing me my food that I'm about to consume?
So Uber Eats, right? Because Uber Eats does it, and then you can adjust the tip. So say I think if you if Uber Eats or Lyft or whatever, if you order and you tip up front and they did a real good job, or they made sure, it was raining and your food didn't get soggy and sit out there, and you good looking dog, I want to tip you some more. You could tip more after the fact, but you got to tip up front. But Uber Eats is getting slick because they starting to add the tip in. And if you're not careful and you hurrying up and pushing the wrong buttons, you might tip your driver $10 for bringing you a burger and fries and a drink.
Yeah, I've never. Every time I use Uber Eats, you got to put the tip up front.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
How do I know if it's going to arrive hot, fresh, on time? How can I give you a tip before I get my food?
That's called you're paying for being lazy.
Well, they already charge you for that. Them service charges are crazy. They already charge you for that.
If you're paying for it, you're paying for being lazy. That's it. So I normally give that. They give you a They'll give you a recommended tip, and then I might drop it a little bit, under it or whatever. But my thing is if you don't tip them in the beginning, they're about to grab your food.
But is he right to have the audacity to come back with a note and say I don't work for free?
He probably was tired. He was probably tired to get out there delivering food and not getting no tips. How dare you?
He ain't got.
See, I can't say what I want to say because I'm censored.
No, because listen, I am not obligated to tip you. I'm not obligated at all.
Wait, you said it was like with the restaurant you had to give a tip.
I'm only doing it because somebody I don't want them to spit in my food. That's the only reason.
Oh my goodness.
The only reason I give tips on DoorDash or Uber Eats is because I don't want them to spit in my food.
Yeah.
That's all.
So all that
you don't deserve. Yeah, you know,
all that doesn't go out the window.
Dog, I'm a great tipper, but my thing is like, listen, you're rolling the dice. You're a stripper.
Huh?
Yeah, you're a stripper. Put your work in, and there's a chance you can really be compensated well. Or there's a chance that you might really get stiffed for real. That's just part of the game. So I don't know what you want to, like my DoorDash and Uber Eats. I don't know if you want to bring me flowers, if you want to like do, I don't know. All I know is that that's the risk you take when you take this job. Like, I'm not over tipping you, but I am going to tip you because I know you have my food in your car the entire time. So you do have me hostage. You do have me hostage. Like, y'all know, like I've seen so many videos of Uber Eats and DoorDash people taking food out of the meal and putting it.
No, they taking it. Yes,
eating some of your fries.
Wait, how would you get a video of that? Though?
No, it was on Instagram. They got him. He opened up the bag. He put it in another container. He took the food and then because you don't know the amount that they gave you.
Mm-hmm.
So I instead of getting a large fry, I got just a medium fry. And you're like, damn, I paid for a large fry, but hell, it's here now.
It's here now, so you're gonna eat it.
Wow, who's counting?
Well, a lot of the places are starting to seal up their food. Like I ordered from Wingstop. Shout out to them. They sealed it with like this really hardcore sticker, so when you pull it back, it rips the bag.
That's good.
You notice somebody hasn't gotten into your stuff, but it's been some questionable meals that I've gotten $50 for a burger, fries, and some chicken fingers. And I'm like, this is what I got for $50. It look a little light.
No, I've been I've been there. Let me tell you
their drinks now because I don't like them fountain drinks. Like you pick up something from Uber Eats or whatever, and you got a fountain drink. I'm like, did they sip out of it? Was they mad? Did they spit in it? And I normally pour it out. I normally don't. If I can't get a sealed drink.
If I now I'll stop even getting even water, like bottles of water, like on DoorDash or Uber Eats. I'm like, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm good. Like just give me the basics.
Well, I guess some jobs ain't for everybody. I guess so. I guess if you want to be a DoorDash driver, expect you may not get tips.
But the crazy thing is like with the tip situation, it always goes back to us. Just like we were talking about votes and mayors and stuff like Uber, DoorDash, pay them what they deserve for driving all day. Like, why is it my tip changes their life?
Like they don't, and the crazy thing is
the company should pay them.
Yeah, the company should pay them extra. But you know what? With Uber and Uber Eats, Uber, you don't got to get out the car, right? 9 times out of 10, unless you're going to the airport. With Uber Eats, you got to get out the car. You got to stand in this particular line and wait. If you ever been in a restaurant and they say all like delivery people got to stand in this line waiting for food, you got to make sure that they got like the condiments and all of that. This is a lot of work for Uber Eats.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And I'm saying Uber, pay them.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I don't know if y'all know, but Uber, the actual, not Uber Eats, but Uber is in a big situation where they might not be any more Uber picking you up simply because they're about to get like $100 million lawsuit for rapists that they didn't do background checks on. Hold up thing.
So Lyft is looking like, go ahead, get him. Lyft like, go ahead. We're about to smash the game.
I ain't gonna lie, I rock with Lyft. I do not rock with Uber drivers. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I do rock with Lyft, and I don't know why. I don't know if y'all don't do a background check at all. I don't think y'all do. The Uber drivers,
Listen,
I still got videos.
And some Uber drivers need a background check. I was in South Carolina, and I swear, have you ever been in the back of Uber and you just be like, I wish they would shut the F up? Like,
can't you select?
You just want to ride and just.
I don't want you to talk to me button or something when you first.
I always select that, and they always still talk my damn ear off. Where you going? You got kids? And I'm just like, what the hell is this? A goddamn dating interview? What is this?
But that's why Uber's getting in trouble, because they had a serial, like 2 serial rapists, like real talk. Like 2, they didn't do any background check. And yes, you're right. There is a button, supposedly. I've never seen it, where I don't want to talk.
Yes, you can fix your settings to say, hey, you want silence.
Just shut up. Just drive.
Silence.
They want to talk about everything. Everything.
Hey, did you
I done been picked up with family members in the car. That right there is I ain't talking about just the kids. I've been picked up with other adults in the car, and that's supposed to be a no-no.
Yeah, it's the share the ride.
No share the ride. I'm talking about you and your mama, or you and your man ride, doing rides together and picking up people.
Nah, that's crazy.
And it was another job I saw recently in the news that it was like, wait, I don't know if this job is for me, everybody. Where the lady was doing something with the alligator, and the alligator bit her hand. It was at a little kid birthday party. Did y'all see that?
No, it was at the aquarium. They were at the aquarium, and the guy, I think it was a guy or a female, I don't know. But they were dealing with the alligator. Alligator caught that arm, and a civilian jumped in there and saved.
Oh, he was a civilian.
Life. That civilian jumped in. And listen, we always joke about, everybody got a constant white people joke. Like white people so extra. White people. Let me tell you something. White people are a necessity sometimes.
What, no black people?
That white man jumped in there. Like, he just jumped in there. And he saved the dude's arm. Like, literally, was it a lady?
It was a lady. It was a matter of fact, I think we got the clip here.
That was an employee.
Yeah. No, hey, check it out.
Right.
We want me here. We got trouble in here. We want me here. Hey, we got trouble.
So that's basically, so he did the death roll. We got trouble.
I know you said we can't cuss, but shit, J Black.
No, take it from right. This is gonna be the promo. We're gonna play that clip, and I'm gonna say now I'm gonna say this.
All right.
Do you see that white man jumped in? He didn't take his cell phone out. He didn't try and get a video. He didn't try and get an Instagram. That white man jumped in. That man is not an employee. He jumped in to save her. And you know what we would have done? We would have had our cell phone like this, like, oh, well, nothing I can do for you.
With the commentary. Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, y'all.
Damn. It's biting her, y'all.
That is the difference between this cultural war.
Oh,
that's the difference. That white man jumped in.
Yeah.
And called for help while he was helping.
We got a problem. I'm about to risk my life. You know what blacks and Hispanics would have done? Videoed it.
Somebody got to capture the footage, right?
Somebody got to capture the footage.
So who was taping? I wonder who was taping the whole
thing. Who the hell knows?
Who taped it? Because they showed it and they didn't jump in.
He twisted. He did that death roll that they do with her arm.
He said, we got a problem. Then he said, I'm going to take care of this. And sat on top of that damn alligator and sat there and risked his life. God damn.
He definitely risked his life.
I ain't even see him take his cell phone out of his pocket so it don't get
ever.
He just reacted. I'd have rolled with my phone and make sure
he ain't pulled his Apple Watch off.
He's not on IG. He's not on anything. He's not on TikTok.
I'm like, yo, I'm good.
Somebody just told him, man, you went viral.
That's exactly what. Oh my God, that man just schooled
No
everybody.
Instagram tag. Shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad we got a problem.
We watch people die. We watch people die as we video them. That white man said, "I'm going in."
Would you have jumped in?
No.
Nah, ain't nobody. Nah. As soon as I saw, I'd probably went and got some help. I wouldn't. I'm not jumping.
The lady would have been ate up by then. By the time you came back, you wouldn't have.
She took that job.
Facts. That job ain't nah. That's not on me.
First of all, the white guy obviously was knowledgeable that he knew how to actually sit on the alligator and like, I got him here. Like, I don't know nothing about that. Like,
and I'm not stronger than an alligator, and I know that. So why would I?
Neither one of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Let me play it one more time for those who might have missed this. So it's
protect our black queen. Protect our black queen.
If it was a black person, would you have helped? If it was a
hell
black person,
no, none of y'all would have shut your asses.
Otherwise,
Uh-oh, you want me there? Hey, we got trouble in here. We want me there. Hey, we got trouble. Hey, we got trouble.
Amy! She's dead.
If one person would have been bold enough to do that, George Floyd will still be alive.
And we gonna let that sit.
Let that sit right there. One person. That dude jumped in there. Now, obviously, there's no cops to shoot him and kill him. Kid will be traumatized for life.
Oh, the kids were screaming.
Oh, the kid's gonna be fine. I've seen worse than that in my house. Stop it, Kathy.
In my house. He didn't say out there. He said in my house.
In my house. Stop it, Kathy. Stop being over the top. They're gonna be traumatized for life. Yeah, whatever. We've seen everybody in this panel has seen worse than that. So stop playing. Trying to get your white people on.
No, it was a lot. That was a lot, though. That was a lot for a kid. I mean, and then the guy was stuck on his own land. Once he opened up and the lady got pulled out, now he's by himself.
So he's still in danger because if that alligator would have flipped his ass over, it would have been over.
And it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm telling Kathy, slow down, where we've all seen it where it ended badly. Where the people actually died. So stop. Traumatized. Stop. The Superman came and saved the day. That's actually a great thing. Like, those kids actually believe like things turn out well. They can turn out well because a woman was eating, alligator tried to eat her, and a man jumped in and he saved her. Like, stop with traumatized. Ain't nobody traumatized. Shut your ass up. Ain't nobody traumatized. It ended well. It was a happy ending. It was a comic book story.
I guess everybody for her, she got broken hand, broken fingers, and
well, that's what your ass get for sitting your little ass. I'm playing with alligators.
Yeah, and she was staff. I'm pretty sure she knew.
And I'm
what she was supposed to do.
And I'm pretty sure in 2 weeks she'll be right back at it.
No, that's workman's comp. She going out on workman's comp. She black.
No, but I love the fact that even her, she ain't even panicked. She never yelled.
Right.
She never screamed.
Right. She was actually directing him and telling him what to do.
Yes, and she had a fat ass.
What? I didn't even notice.
First of all,
Play the video again. Play the video again. Play the video again.
All of that.
Play the video.
Uh-oh, we want me here. Okay, we got trouble in here.
Okay, I saw a little booty.
She had perkiness. She had
in the midst of her hand being in an alligator's mouth. How did you focus in on her ass?
Dude, when you're flaming heterosexual, I did not focus, but I noticed. Focusing and noticing are two different things.
Get a glimpse of her ass?
I did. There's that one thing where I was like, "Oh, she got a perky little ass." Look at her. That's why homeboy jumped in. That's why homeboy jumped in.
He said, "Wait, she got a little."
Uh-oh, we want me here. Okay, we got trouble.
We got problems in here. We got problems in here. She's obligated to let him hit. Like I saved your life.
Well, he did save her life. Women have given up ass for less, so he did save her life.
They say what? Alligator fell asleep when you close their mouths for a long time. That's why you get on their backs to hold them down. I saw it on Wildlife TV.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Kathy said she saw it on Wildlife TV. Like that's affirmative. Like that means that is the end all be all. But shout to Kathy.
Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning.
I'm on the family vacay out in Florida. Good morning.
Good morning.
Those who are on IG, if you go to Media Room 360 TV on YouTube, you can catch the whole show because I had people in here saying, "Is there somebody else talking?"
Oh yeah. My bad. I'm not on IG with y'all. But go ahead.
No, that's amazing. I mean, alligator. No, but she had a perky ass. Like he jumped in. Like I promise you. Like I don't think he would have jumped in if she ain't have that.
You think that he jumped in just because her ass was fat?
I think he wanted to help, but I think it helped even more.
It was an incentive
that he was like, "Yo, I'm telling you, it's this one point where in that video where it caught me, and I was like, oh my god, help her." Yo, where'd she get that ass from? Like, there's one point. It's like a half a second. It's like a half a second.
If her ass wasn't perky, he may not admit it.
I don't know.
He might have not helped.
Do we really want to do that test? Do we really want to test if somebody's pretty and they're getting robbed, or somebody technically is not pretty? And do we want to do that test to see how many times you like, am I gonna jump in right now? Like, am I really gonna jump in like right now? Like, I don't know.
All booties matter, Mike.
They don't, but they don't. Yeah, but they don't. They don't. They really don't.
Every booty deserves to be saved.
No. Every booty does not deserve to be saved. Just like every penis. Like, I know y'all women talk.
His mic went out.
You back? Oh, animals. Read the comment, Mo.
He said Dave Burns said people need to leave these animals alone. They wild watching a lion and an alligator from any wild animal when they know they're going to get bit. Well, yeah, because animals are unpredictable. Even the trainers, I think she was a trainer because I saw staff on the back of her shirt, and she was walking the guy through how to sit on the alligator and to help her out. So she probably has some level of professional training, but animals are unpredictable. You see people train tigers in the circus and stuff for years and decades, and then all of a sudden the tiger turn around and bite their ass like, I done had it and I ain't working no more.
But according to Mike, you jeopardize your life if the booty's right.
Right, if the booty is right.
He said,
dog, I'm not even listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Every man will make a decision on who to help. Sometimes you help somebody because they can't fight back. Sometimes you help somebody because they got a fat ass. Sometimes you help somebody because you're friends with them, or but listen, you make decisions in a split second. And when you see the yoga pants on her and she jumps in and the booty pops up,
The wet yoga pants.
I can tell the white man was like, yo, like, I really want to help her. But that didn't, okay, I will say this. That didn't hurt. I'm not saying he wouldn't have helped her, but it didn't hurt. Like in that one split second, because I caught it. In that one split second, you were like, the alligator got her arm. And then all of a sudden, splash, 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 splash. Then she gets pulled in. You're like, ass.
What?
Where did that come from?
This guy.
He was certified. I think they had a relationship before this.
What?
No, I really do.
You think he was smashing and that's why he jumped in to save her?
He jumped in the way I would jump in for my daughters.
Like, he did. It was like he didn't even think about it. He didn't. It was like second nature to him to just go ahead and jump in.
Oh, y'all breaking this down. That's
like if the alligator grabbed you, Mo, first thing I would think about, I would jump in. First thing I'd be like, what did Mo do? Like, I'd be like, what? Why was she near him? Why was she near Alec? And then I'd be like, am I the only one here? Damn it, I'm the only one here.
Don't assess. That man didn't assess. That man ain't assess the situation. He ain't see who was going to help first. He jumped in when she said, "Oh," when he saw that alligator snatch her arm up, he jumped in.
Why?
I'm probably a white man.
No, you should. Because a stranger, you jumped in and risked your life for. No. All right, let's take a break.
Shout out to him.
Do we have any guests today?
Yes, we have our psychic Dexter Kendrick coming up in less than 20 minutes or so, something like that.
I'm excited for that.
We're going to get some readings, talk some astrology, talk some horoscopes, retrograde. What does retrograde mean? What does the full moon mean?
Yeah, we always talk about that, but I never knew what it meant either. I'm ready to learn some new things.
I love the way y'all kick it up. I love that little radio stuff. What does a retrograde mean? And then Mo goes, I don't know. I've always wondered what a retrograde means.
No, seriously. When people are like, oh, shit is going wrong. Stuff is going wrong.
Y'all get a check.
In retrograde.
We get a check by week. What does retrograde mean? What does it actually mean? And Mo John right in. I love that. Oh man, go ahead. All right.
She support, and also I still got these for those in the Philly area or maybe tonight. Philadelphia Eagles versus New England Patriots. We got some tickets to give away to the preseason game tonight. The game starts at 7:30.
Jay, is there a reason why you won't get on the IG Live?
Yeah, so you're not on IG Live, so they did not hear you unless they're streaming from another app. They did not hear you say that you have 4 Eagles tickets. If you want to go to the Eagles game tonight, 4 tickets. We're giving them away.
I get that.
But Inbox will leave a comment. Will leave a comment. We got you.
Why? Because now we're gonna take a black and white. Why won't you get on IG Live? What is the problem?
When we come back from the break, I'll be on.
No, but why don't you? Why do you do this every day?
My phone was tied up.
Tied up with what? Who are you texting?
It was tied up. I got
tied up with what?
Stuff going on.
So we're having these conversations, and you're the one missing with your comments. Like what
on IG Live? So that's why you gotta tell them to make sure they download Media Room 360.
Okay, but why is it every day? Why do you do this every day? Why?
I don't do it every day. See, when you say every day, that's where
you do it every day.
Nah, not every day.
Yes, you do it every day.
A lot of times.
You're still not on.
No, because we're about to go to break. So it wouldn't make sense to go on now. As we go on a break, and then when we come back, I'll rejoin. See, that makes sense.
That's why we fail. All right. That's why we fail.
Each and every time.
Every time is why we fail. That's why we fail. Yep.
Now close it out.
Yeah, take over. Michael Shawn and Takeover Legends. Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
So how did Jay Black look out for you when the making of the band?
Absolutely, 100%.
And he got you in.
I mean, he didn't write my rhymes, but he definitely.
No. We don't say Jay Black goes through no rhymes for you.
No, he wasn't a ghost. That would be funny. That shit would be so funny.
No, Jay Black. What happened was, unbeknownst to people, I was just planting a lot of seeds. So I I was belonged to a group called the Bum Rush. Out of that came a producer called Black Key. Black Key ended up getting 2 placements on the Great Depression album, DMX. Songs entitled Who We Be and We Right Here. So with that relationship, I built an alliance with DMX. So I was currently trying to, be signed to his Bloodline imprint at the time. And in the midst of that, we met Miss Jade, Man, Roscoe P. Cochain, and Timberland had his Beat Club imprint. So this was like Miss Jade's second single with Nelly Furtado, the Ching 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 jump.
Yeah.
So she was like, yo, just come up with me and just on my little promo run, you could come up and spit and kind of get some promo. We did just that. Jay Black was like, bro, you got something. Like, he just, after I spit and smoke cleared and show was off, everybody high five. Jay Black pulled me to the side. Was like, bro, I like it. I like the material. He was like, yo, just let's take numbers. Let's stay in contact. Anything I got going on, I keep you incorporated with it. Cool. Week after that, maybe a week, 2 weeks, it was the Germantown Unity Day John.
Shout out to Uptown.
Yo, you got to understand this. For me meeting Jay Black and making a band is almost like 60 days. Am I right, Jay Black?
Yeah, no, you're right. You dead on. It was quick. Yeah, it was like,
it's like 60 days. So it was like Jay Black, people don't know, he is the gatekeeper. Well, for me, he was. Yeah. He is the gatekeeper. Then after that, the competition came down from Bad Boy and MTV. Jay Black hit me again. Yo, bro, the MTV and Making a Band is doing the competition, but they get with us to do the competition. So you got a rep from the radio station, which is me. You got a rep from MTV, and then you got a rep from Bad Boy, which is hard. So it was only them 3 on the panel.
Yeah, celebrity judges, yeah, yep.
Celebrity judges.
Yeah,
Jay Black, let me find out. You was out there trying to make careers.
No, for real shit, Jay Black was like, I don't care what you say. Just get up there, do your thing. You know you got my vote. You got to win over these other 2 guys. And the rest is history.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Okay.
Right, so it's Steven Seagal. We got Claudia Jordan and Steven Seagal. You're at his house for a potential audition. Yes. He's got hair plugs. The house is really cluttery. It's really not that dope. But now, when you get nervous, now this is the funniest, quirkiest shit I've ever heard in my life. When you get nervous, your neck gets tight.
Yeah, it was like tense. So Steven Seagal offered to straighten out my spine with his magical oils he got from the Far East. And I said, well, I know Stephen DeGrassi. I know, rocket scientist or, medical expert. I don't know of any oils that can straighten a spine. That's just me. He insisted. Okay. So I was like, no. So he sat on the bed and he grabbed me and pulled me on the bed real hard on his lap.
Oh, now I got serious. Oh, shit.
So then I'm like, okay. I started thinking about all the movies where he was doing that karate shit. And I was like, he gonna fuck me up.
Claudia, you should have took that goddamn oil. Now he pushes you on, he pulls you and you're on the lap, and now what?
So ladies, y'all probably feel me on this. I pretended I had cramps and I had my period, and I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling that good today, but let me come back in a couple days and I got you. I was acting my ass off because inside I was like.
Wow.
To me, but
search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in. Tap in. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott. Shout out to everybody watching us on Media Room 360 TV. Download the app or right behind me. It's on your Roku and all that good stuff. YouTube, Facebook, Amazon, all that good stuff. All right, what we got coming up, Jay?
Hey, we like I said, we got our psychic coming up in about 20 minutes. Dexter Kendrick.
I can't hear him.
You can't hear me?
You can't hear him?
You can hear me now?
Maybe
I can hear you.
So it's on you, Mike. It's on you. It's you.
Oh, it's gonna be a long day.
Come out and come back in.
Yeah, because we can hear you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Help him out.
So, yeah, I don't know. Before we get into this other clip,
his mic is being Spirit Airlines right now.
Look, just watch his frustration on his face. It's just hilarious to me at times. Look at it. Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 2 mics. All right, let's drop you. Get you out of here.
I don't. What?
Will the real Mike stand up? He just said F it and logged all the.
Wait, what are you doing?
You all right?
He's going again.
I feel like I'm playing musical chairs.
Yeah, hip hop again. But like I said, we got the psychic coming up real soon.
Yes.
And then it was clip that was sent over Walgreens. Did you see this Walgreens clip?
Yo, so she was wilding the hell out, and I couldn't understand what she lost or what she needed help finding, but she was on it. I ain't never seen that like that.
So we don't know why she was mad. So we're gonna play the clip.
She said something about an ID. I did hear something about an ID, and something about cameras. She was wanting them to look something on about the cameras.
And then I guess at Walgreens they refused to look at it. So let's just watch the clip. Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, take a look at the clip.
Right? You can't look on your camera, right? You trying to pay for a new ID? Clean that shit up now. Because like I said, I asked for fucking help, right? I asked for fucking help. And nobody wants the fucking help. Nobody wants the fucking help. Right? Now y'all got some cleaning up the fucking store. You know what? No. Since y'all can't find it. Fuck out of here.
Well, all right.
So that F out of here, it sounds like it had a twinge of Philly to it. It sounds like the way she said it, it sounded like it had a twinge of Philly in there. It looks like she lost her ID and she asked them to rewind the cameras or look at the cameras, and he said that they couldn't help her. And she was like, all right, since y'all can't help me, y'all gonna have some cleaning to do. Now y'all got some cleaning to do. And
they couldn't find her ID over what?
She said now that she has to pay for another ID. So I don't know if she dropped it in there or they gave, you know how you got to give up your ID for certain things, like to buy gift cards or to reload your PayPal or whatever in Rite Aid. Something may have happened with her ID. That's what it sounds like when I was listening to the clip.
So she proved what? What was she successful at that moment?
She was successful at, y'all gonna learn today. If somebody say they need help, you're gonna give me some support. Good morning, Tam.
Okay, learn what? What did they learn?
They're gonna learn how they gotta clean up when they don't help people.
No, when they're gonna look for it with a vengeance now, because like Action said, when they find it in the store, they're going to jail.
They're not gonna look. They're not gonna look for anything. They're not gonna look for anything. No, they're not. Money? They're not gonna do anything, y'all.
No, but they probably will look for ID because they don't want to press. I mean, stores don't want to press charges. There was a lot of product loss.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did she gain from this?
It's still a misdemeanor. J Black.
Unless she has warrants.
What do you mean? What did she gain? That frustration. When you frustrated and upset, hey. Her emotional well-being was gained. I know that. Like, all right.
Oh, her emotional well-being. No, it's just now it's just escalated because that's how you handle situations.
Yeah, I just think it was just an immediate gratification for her anger at that time. I don't think that she gained anything from it. Like looking back and having reflection.
Do you know how crazy
at that time? It was like,
yeah, in that moment, absolutely. In that moment,
and what did she win?
Long term, not a damn thing. Immediate gratification, everything.
You don't want to help me out, so I'm gonna destroy these aisles, and now you go clean all this up. How about that?
And I don't condone that type of behavior, but in the mix, sis was mad. Yeah, she will be charged with vandalism. Yep.
You won, girl. You did that.
You showed them.
You showed you showed them. You got what you wanted. Yes, you did. Clap it up.
gained a record.
When you mad,
ignorance and stupidity are applauded with us.
When you mad,
you didn't feel nothing. No, you didn't feel like we've all been angry and mad before, and she just was able to explode and let it out.
That's called not being an adult. It's called stupidity, and that's what our ignorance. That's what we applaud. She probably got a kid.
Why she probably got a kid? Because she a young black girl? Like, why? What do you mean?
Yup, I said it, motherfucker. I ain't got Yup.
When she said, now I got to pay for another ID, I felt that. I felt that there was some level of frustration. It was some deep-rooted frustration, and that was probably the icing on the cake. That was the icing on the cake. Mike, something wrong with your TV? No, they used to seeing the live in the back.
Yeah, I haven't tapped. I didn't tap it yet, Tam. I ain't.
Good morning, Tam.
I'm not gonna keep applauding ignorance, y'all. I'm not gonna keep. You showed them how. What did you?
I don't even think in the moment it was a level of her thinking about whether it was a moment of ignorance. I think it was just she was that mad that she didn't have control over her anger. And the only thing that she could do to them people without putting her hands on them people is to break up some shit.
That's how she handles every situation. That's how she handles every situation.
It was probably somebody in the car.
Mad, I gotta do whatever I gotta do.
No control.
Ashley said she probably left the ID in the car. Could you imagine that? Imagine she go in the car and it's right there. Oh, my bad.
Dog, it's embarrassing.
Well, I don't know about it. I felt embarrassed.
If that was my daughter, I would be embarrassed. It's not cool. What was the end result? How did you get anything out of it?
No, when people issue on you and don't want to help you out, it's frustrating. So sometimes we as people, we do lash out. Imagine you going to the store, look, I lost my ID. It's a whole hassle to try to get it back. I'm asking for your support, and then y'all issuing on me.
Play the video, and this is how you respond. Play the video.
Right? You can't look on your camera, right? Clean that shit up now. Because like I said, I asked for fucking help, right? I asked for fucking help. And nobody wants no fucking help. Nobody wants no fucking help. Right? Now y'all got some cleaning up the fucking store. You know what? No. Since y'all can't find it.
Yeah.
That looked like the Rite Aid office in Ave. I'm telling you, when she said "F out of here,"
y'all don't want to help. Y'all ain't trying to support.
Y'all don't want help.
Y'all
don't want support. I asked for help. Now y'all got some cleaning up to do. Her words, not mine. I'm just saying.
The cameraman was on point.
Yes.
It was one of the employees, probably, right? Or it could have been another customer, but yeah, they were on point.
The cameraman was amazing, and the dog.
Y'all don't want to help.
Jesus.
Just help her out. Why not help her? Why not be nice people?
I don't ever want to see that chick ever in my life, dog. She might be totally right. She might be totally 1,000% right. 1,000% right. But when your actions like that, I go like, oh, if I don't agree with you, that's what happens. You act like a kid.
The manager was like, get out of my store. She was following her around. I thought she was going to turn around. Yeah. I thought she was going to turn around.
And she left.
On the manager.
And she left.
Get out of my store.
You trust and believe. That did not change anything. She still
was. And she left.
And she left. Yeah, she was leaving because she was leaving, not because you said leave and okay, now I'm going to stop what I'm doing.
So why she
like it escalated when the lady was following her around. She started
if you were so right, why'd you leave? Like, it's embarrassing.
She was leaving because there wasn't nothing left for her to do. She had already, unless she wanted to go knock all the house down, because the lady couldn't put her hands on her. She wasn't going to touch her.
You don't have any skill set to communicate with anybody.
And I'm sure Tam said ask respectfully and look. I'm sure she probably did ask for some help.
You're
and then,
sure? You're
I'm
sure?
Sure. You don't go right to that.
You don't. Sure. You don't, Jay.
You don't. You don't want to help.
Wait, well, hold on, Jay.
In between
they don't go.
Situation.
We don't go 0 to 1,000.
That wasn't a 0 to 1,000 moment. There's no way you could tell me she acts and all of a sudden said, "Oh, I don't like," and then immediately explode.
How many videos have we seen somebody the ice cream machine ain't working and went 0 to 1,000?
No, I mean I want to go 0 to 1,000 when McDonald's ice cream machine ain't working. It's never working. It's never working.
But people don't go that yesterday or whatever that clip came out. That wasn't a right now. As soon as I ask for my ID, I'm just wilding out.
Jay, we play help. Okay, all right.
There's no way you get to that point.
And the level that she was at, something had to happen.
We've seen the way. We've seen it. We've seen it.
But there had to have some type of dialogue or something happen
before that. It doesn't have to have dialogue. We've seen it in person. Like, why are y'all lying right now? We've seen
it. You're saying that she just jumped in and couldn't find her ID and then just jumped in and said, I'm saying that there had to be some type of dialogue or something to happen.
I have seen somebody go 0 to 1,000 because they weren't fries in their bag.
So that what happened before they went
have you seen that, Mo?
1,000 is there wasn't fries in their bag.
No. Have you seen somebody go 0 to 1,000?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how do we know? Why are we giving her the benefit of the doubt? Because no matter what happened, we're giving her the benefit. Watch the video.
I'm over there watching. Where we go?
Right? You can't look on your camera, right? Clean that shit up now. Because like I said, I asked for fucking help, right? I asked for fucking help. And nobody wants no fucking help. Nobody wants the fucking help. Right? Now y'all got some cleaning up the fucking store. You know what? No. Since y'all can't find it. Fuck out of here.
She said 3 times, I asked for help. So she got that mad because she asked for help and she was ignored.
Yeah, so it's the buildup.
So that's why I said that there's something
that could have been for George Floyd. It could have been for all everything that a black person been through. It's frustrating. I'm asking a white lady for help. I'm just saying, no, it's a buildup of frustration.
Yeah, but Jay, stop bringing George Floyd.
No, meaning as a culture as a whole.
She's just ignorant. At some point, can we say you're just ignorant?
I think she just didn't have control over her anger.
I don't know.
That's for sure.
At a certain point, you really rip up the store because you were like, I asked for help, and now I'm going to tear down the store.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary action, but I get her frustration.
Guess what? If they don't help you, go to another store, people. Go to another store.
No, but my ID was lost in this store. I'm just asking for your support to help me find it, and you issuing on me. I don't know if they were rude. They told her to get out of here. I don't know what something happened for her to say, y'all ain't going to. Really?
And at the end of the day, what did you accomplish?
Of course, we can all agree she didn't accomplish a damn thing.
But
immediate gratification.
But my thing is like this is what we amp up. We amp this nonsense up, and in reality, this is why nothing gets solved, because we amp up ignorant behavior. That's not how you behave.
No, it's not. But I understand it. I'm black. I'm frustrated. No one ever hears me.
No one ever leave the store.
But I need my ID.
So you get the ID.
You have it somewhere lost in your store. I think I left it when I stood in this aisle. I think I put it right here. I'm asking for your help, and I'm sure they ished on her, and that's probably what made her explode. That is a buildup. I'm sure she didn't go right in. Oh, I'm flipping all these aisles. No, I mean,
they were black people recording her. They were black people recording her.
I get it. I'm not justifying anything, but I understand the frustration.
No, I don't get it.
You can let it out.
I don't get it, because when you get it,
we wouldn't necessarily do that. But you can see how it can get to that point.
No, that's the problem. We keep saying I understand. No, I don't. I don't. You're getting yourself in more trouble.
In that moment, you don't care in that moment.
And you should care. You don't get an excuse to be like, I don't care. I do whatever I feel like doing because I don't care. That's the reason why we're in this hole that we're in, because we do this shit and then something else happens.
Clearly, she doesn't have the coping skills
and then when them cops
to prevent her from getting into that crisis situation, because her behavior looked like somebody who was in a situation that she didn't have control over her actions, period.
And then when the cops come, and it escalates, it's all based on what happened in a store.
Yeah, she's going to go to jail, obviously. But what I'm just saying, I understand the frustration. But you never wanted to flip an aisle up. You never wanted to ram somebody with your car if you could just rewind it back. Like you never been angry to the point where you wanted to wild out and do something off the wall.
Yes, and as a grown up, I didn't.
And we don't normally. But you can understand the progression of the anger.
I don't. See, this is my thing. You were
able to de-escalate yourself. Some people don't have that self-regulation, Michael Shawn.
You keep saying, I understand. No, I don't. And we shouldn't understand this, because when the cops come and they put the gun to her face, then it turns into something else. And then we go, oh my God, I can't believe the cops are there. Because this escalation of this attitude, you're like, don't get into this. It's Walgreens. It's literally Walgreens that you're wilding out in. You're gonna
being heard. She's tired of not being heard. I'm sure it's deeper frustrations there.
I think from her parents, from her mom.
Now you gonna say her parents?
Okay, let's go.
No, I did say that was probably the icing on the cake. I don't think that it started there. I think that it was something.
And where did it start?
What I'm saying is, I think that it started elsewhere. It wasn't just lying within her ID. I think that this was just the icing on the cake. Clearly, she has poor coping skills, or it wouldn't have gotten to that point. But we all are human, and I'm not condoning her behavior in any type of way, but we all are human. And at one point in our lives, regardless of adults, because adults don't have full control over their emotions either. Regardless, at some point in our lives, we all have been at the point where we wanted to flip some shit over, throw some stuff.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, you can read that comment. I think I did.
It seemed like she wanted them to view footage to find her identification card, or they found it and told her they trashed it, forcing her to buy a new identification.
Because they told her.
First of all, everybody's assuming something. All I'm saying is, once you act out like this, nobody cares.
They told her to buy another one. They did. I think at the very beginning, at the very beginning, I think she said, "What do you mean buy another one?" Just listen real close.
Right? You can't look on your camera, right? Clean that shit up there.
So they told her she needed to pay for a new ID.
Do you know why we can't? Do you know why we can't understand her?
She's angry. That's why.
Jay, we can't.
Well, none of us are in her situation, so we're not going to understand.
Oh my God, y'all want to make an excuse for every.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse.
We can't even understand. We can't even understand what she wants because she wiles out.
She didn't just wild out first, is what I'm saying.
How do you know?
Because it was dialogue for them to say you got to buy another ID. That means it was conversation.
And she said, nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. 3 times she said, nobody helped me. So that's not your reaction because nobody helps you, Jay. That's not your reaction.
It's frustrating. I said, I
don't care.
I'm not justifying it.
Life is frustrating. Life is frustrating. You can't keep accepting this action because when the cops come, then everybody will be like, oh my God, I can't believe what happened. You're acting crazy.
You're going to rub it in my face. I need your help. You're going to rub it in my face. Well, you're going to go buy another ID. Like, that's crazy. In the moment when you're upset, I need my ID. It could be for job. It could be for whatever she need her ID for. Or ain't got the money to buy another one. And you're going to tell me you ain't going to help me out. And I need to just go buy another one.
You know how many times in life you're going to be frustrated? Do you know how many times in life I have had to call the IRS and sit on hold for 5 hours and then get hung up on? Do you know how many times in life I've had to deal with human resource? Do you know how many times in life? And guess what? I can't destroy the Walgreens.
I don't think anybody should destroy the Walgreens, but in that moment,
it's not.
That's what happened to her. I just said that you could tell she doesn't have the coping skills because yes, I, or Jay Black, none of us would have probably done that, right? Because even if we amounted that to that amount of anger about something, we start reflecting, I got a house, I got a kids, let me just chill out, let me just walk this off. There's the consequences. You think about that, but not everybody has those self-regulation and de-escalation techniques to say, all right, I know you better, let's just walk. And this is what happens.
And if I don't have those de-escalating techniques, I will have to suffer the repercussions.
Right, absolutely.
You can't blow up and just rip up the Walgreens.
Absolutely.
I don't care. With that. I don't care if it's an ID. You can't.
That's crazy.
You can't do it. You can't. You can make everything. Oh, my ID. Y'all didn't check on me. Nobody helped me 3 times. Nobody helped me. No, you can't. This is not what. You can't do it. And the funny thing is, we do this. It's not even a black and white thing. It'll be a black person working at the damn Wendy's, and then another black person will be like, "Yo, I've had it. I'm gonna tear this place up." What are we doing?
I understand. Like I said, I'm not justifying anything, but I get
you
the frustration.
are when you say you understand because
I get it.
Because let me ask you something. The more you
understanding does not mean justification.
All right,
let's
finish.
Separate them two.
Let me finish this. You keep saying I understand, but you didn't do it. So you've never done it, Jay. So if you've never done it, then you don't understand.
I'm saying I understand the progression of being frustrated.
But you've been frustrated. You've been that frustrated.
And wanted to do it, and I regulated myself.
And you didn't. So you actually don't understand because you didn't follow through with that process.
No, you're incorrect. I can understand because I've been in scenarios where you're angry enough that you want to do it, but you're smart enough as an adult to know there's consequences to those actions.
Say it again.
So I've been in scenarios where you're angry enough to want to do it. You visualize it, but you're an adult enough to know there's consequences to those actions. So you know what? I'm just going to not do that. But we all in life would love to just say.
Right? You can't look on your camera, right? If you want to pray for a new ID, clean that shit up now. Because like I said, I asked for fucking help, right? I asked for fucking help. And nobody wants the fucking help. Nobody wants the fucking help, right?
We all been there. We wanted to wild out.
And your actions in real life showed you disagree with her actions. Your words are one thing. Your actions in real life proved that you disagree. And the more you play that, the more embarrassing it is. The more embarrassing her actions really are. The more you play it, the more embarrassing.
Look at Goody Two's Mike. Look at Goody Two's shoes. All right.
No, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Just understand her energy was up. She was upset. She's been denied. She's been ished on. I'm sure she got a lot in her past.
But you keep saying that, but your actions in real life go against it. Your actions in real life saying that's ignorant.
I get it. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not saying it's fine, but I'm just saying I understand.
One thing that's your words mean nothing. Your actions are what you would not do. Your actions are saying that don't make no sense.
And Don said this is why they call us animals and savages. So we giving more or you know, I get it. I get what y'all saying. I get it. But I also get what her frustration had to be too. So that's all I'm saying.
Everybody got frustrations in life. Everybody has a reason to tear up a Walgreens. Every single person has a reason to tear some stuff up. Everybody. When you do it over an ID, allegedly, because we don't know the whole story, or somebody didn't actually, that is your personal problem. You got deeper problems than what went on in that store.
Which is why I said that she lacks self-regulation. where you and I and Jay Black would have been able to say at some point,
No, I understand, but the problem is when people start saying, "I understand why she did it." No, we don't, because it's one thing. Your words say you understand.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do that. Just to go into a store right now. I would love that.
For what?
If I was angry about something, I get it. We want to do it. I just want to be able to reverse.
We all angry. So don't get mad at white people when they get angry and rush the Capitol.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm not messing with you no more. So now we got our guest waiting. Now
I'm saying don't get mad then, because if you want to get angry, you're like, yo, I wish I could really wild out. Don't get mad when everybody does it.
Yeah. It's in my mind, Mike. In my head, I felt her. I felt her frustration in my mind. That was as far as
you don't even know what she was really mad about, and you felt her. You don't even know.
You told me you wouldn't help me find my ID until I need to replace it.
And what if what if you found out the person said, we don't have your ID? What if the person said, we don't have it?
So apparently you don't have coping skills that make me feel comfortable that you look for it or be able to have that dialogue as a manager.
If the person just said, Jay, what if the person says, we don't have your ID? What if the person just said, we don't have it?
Well, let's just ask Dexter. Maybe he could have foretold her if she had Dexter. What's his name? What's his last name?
Kendrick.
Let me read. How many times have all of us gone through a drive-through and the order was wrong and wanted to go off and don't? Because we're responsible. Thank you.
Because we have coping
skills. You don't get an excuse. People, you don't. I know, Mo. I know the coping skills. Listen, what you're saying about the coping skills, listen to me. What you're saying about the coping skills is correct. What I'm saying is that when people view it, we give her justification by not holding her accountable for her actions. So she doesn't have coping skills. You are right. But every time we see these videos of somebody going off at a Wendy's or Burger King and somebody going crazy, we all go, yeah, I understand. I've been frustrated like that. That's not what we can't keep doing that.
I'm not justifying her behavior. And I can understand because I've wanted to. That's all I'm saying. I've wanted to, so that's why I can understand. But I'm not justifying, and I'm not stamping a stamp of approval and saying that what she did was right. That was wild. It was crazy. It was excessive. You could tell she was in crisis. That's all I'm saying.
All right, bam.
First of all,
can we agree or disagree?
You can't tell she was in crisis. That might be her.
You can.
No, you can't, because that could be her normal way of handling everything.
There are people who go into crisis situations.
Have you had a therapy session? Have you had a therapy session with her?
I don't have to. I'm talking about the behavior. I don't observe behaviors all day. I'm talking about the observation of behavior and reaction. I'm not talking about whether I sat on the couch with her or sat in to try to figure out whatever's going on with her. I'm saying just her reaction. She's in a crisis moment. She ain't thinking about nothing. She's reacting to what we consider not normal behavior. Can we agree upon that?
And I will say that, yes, we can agree on that. And I will say this: when you view it, the people viewing it cannot make excuses and can't say, "I understand." When you don't, if you don't know her mindset, if you don't know her mindsets, you can't say you understand. You can't say you understand. Let's go to our guest.
All right. Let's bring our guest in. Yeah. So let's say good morning.
When Jay doesn't have a valid subject, he just bails out into songs.
No. I already said my piece.
When Jay doesn't have a valid,
I felt like I said it. I got it out. I feel good.
He just decides he wants to play songs.
I feel good. I digress. Now we have our guest, our psychic, our astrologer, our medium. Good morning, Dexter Kendrick. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry you had to hear all that. Sorry.
I want you to hear all that. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all, because at a certain point we got to stop justifying these actions.
We didn't justify it.
No. You claim you didn't justify it, but you said, in my mind, I wanted to do that.
No, that just says that I understand maybe how it could have happened. It doesn't mean that you're justifying the behavior or what she did. It's just you seen something and you're like, you know what? I've had that moment where I really wanted to flip some stuff over, but I didn't because I know how to de-escalate myself.
And then when you find out that the people say we don't even know the whole topic. If the person and that's what I'm saying, you're like, I understand. Y'all don't even know what happened.
The action of being angry or being that upset to want to even do something like that is what I'm saying. I understand the feeling of wanting to do something like that and not acting on it. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead.
That's not justifying her behavior.
No,
because her behavior was clearly wrong. It's not what we call normalized behavior. We're not saying that. I'm just saying, I pride myself on feeling like I have control in certain situations. Like saying, but I want to flip some stuff over.
Yeah, that's like me being like a parent beat their kid and burnt their kid. I'm like, I felt like touching my kid, but I didn't. And I'm not going to justify you. I'm not going to justify your actions by abusing a kid by saying, I have.
Mike always go extreme. Go to the Capitol and now we're going to burning kids. Like
no, Mike. You know what Mike does? Mike brings the whole reality into it and goes like, you can't justify these type of actions, and we do it all the time. That's why these videos are on Instagram all the time. And that's why people comment and support these videos constantly when somebody is punching somebody in the face because the ice cream machine wasn't working, or because something happened where I ain't get fries in with my order. That's why I get so adamant about this, because you can't tear this down. I don't care what you're going through. Because what's going to happen is, I'm going to say it one more time and we'll get to our guest. What's going to happen is that when the cops are outside, and it escalates into somebody losing their life, then we got RIP t-shirts on. Mm-hmm. That's when we start going like, oh my God, this young girl, we should have gotten her help. We should have done this. But instead we go like, I understand. I felt like that before. Okay, let's bring our guest in. Go ahead, Jay Black. Bring.
Well, we just did. We did. Come on.
Hey.
I know. I ranted. So bring once again. Sorry, my bad. My bad, Mo. We want to give him the official introduction. That's what we want to do, so we can get off what we were talking about.
Well, I'll say that I think, just to chime in, I think that our culture has become very much performative. She mentioned knowing that she was on camera at a certain point, and it's like, well, don't you realize that this also can be used against you at a later point? So I think she had lost it by that point, and then she just decided to go extra. So I feel like we do have a bit of a problem in being in front of the camera all the time now. Sometimes it can be hard to turn off the performance, to be honest, from what I'm seeing on, World Star, et cetera.
And that's a different angle when it comes to that, because the camera's on and somebody's recording you, and like you said, lights, camera, action. So how long have you had this ability to read tarot cards and to like explain to us what you're able and what you've been gifted with?
Sure. I've been a psychic all my life. I think it's important for everybody to understand that we all have like psychic ability. How many times have we ever finished somebody's sentence, at the same time as them, or thought about somebody before they texted or called us, or felt like, somebody was coming to the door before the doorbell rang. So we have these things. It's just that they are kind of raw and uncivilized. So somebody who's working professionally as a psychic has worked to be able to turn it on and off at will. So ever since I was little, I was a psychic, and since I was 7, like my mediumship started kicking in, and then around 23, I started having dreams that were prophetic around coworkers and colleagues and friends, and I wanted to know more. It runs in my family, so I called an auntie of mine who lives in Minnesota, and she kind of instructed me to start reading my Bible. I didn't find that there's no instructions in the Bible on how to be a psychic, so it was helpful in certain ways to kind of meditate on other people who had done miraculous works, but it didn't really help me. I had to find a real teacher. She's just a natural psychic. She wasn't like a teacher. So yeah, it's a constant process of like tuning in.
Go ahead. No, continue. Go ahead.
Also, I wanted to kind of backtrack to like, there was a movement happening. I don't know when that video was released. I know we're off the topic, but last week, I know I actually flipped out at my job on Monday. And so last week there was like kind of an irritating movement happening ever since like Thursday up until about Monday or Tuesday of this week. So if you notice that you might have been a little bit more agitated or irritable, or that you might have been easily charged up, there are movements that happen that kind of force us to kind of get things out of our system. So I'm saying that there's an appropriate way to live with the circumstances environmentally that we're coming under. And then there's an inappropriate way where we can like totally destroy. In fact, after I kind of let loose at work on Monday, I was kind of grateful I still had a job after work, because I was out of character from how I usually am. It was via email, but you know how you can send energy through a text or email. I was feeling when I text. I can feel it. I can feel
that per my last email.
Exactly.
Per my last email.
It was intense. It was pretty intense. I'm grateful to say I still am employed at the Maryland University of Integrative Health, so I didn't burn all my bridges.
So as a I do believe in this. I do believe people have this gift, but as a skeptic would say, well, you sent the email, you know the future. So you should know what's going to happen when you send this email.
I think
like you should know the reaction. So go ahead.
Good question, right? A lot of skeptics in my family say if my auntie was really a psychic, she would have hit the lottery by now. And I think it's important to also understand that psychics are also living a human experience, which means that they have to learn lessons. And so we're not able to use our gifts for personal gain. Right?
You're breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Am I still breaking up?
Yeah.
Like the Wi-Fi.
I'm not sure. Can you still hear me?
He may have to come in and come back out.
Go out back in?
Well, cleared.
He might have to come in. Yeah.
Okay, we got Shawn back too.
Ta-da! Like we switched. We did our own magic. We were like, psychic, go out. Ta-da! Shawnee Scott.
Muted. All right, he's back.
So he can do the tarot cards, right?
Yeah, he does the tarot cards, as well as the horoscopes. Because I'm curious about retrograde. What does retrograde mean? And full moons.
So, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Cool. Am I supposed to be on Instagram too?
Oh, we would like. Oh,
it
you know what?
On Michael Shawn's phone.
Let me see if I can get everybody on here, so I can get you.
While you're figuring that out, I'll say that we psychics aren't able to use our gift for personal gain. So there's no way that I'm able to get information that is going to what's the word I want to say? Undo my lessons. Like I can't. So.
Look, I'm not a psychic, but that sucks. Like that rule book. Like I'm like, I'm like, dog. Like I got this gift and I can't use it like for me. What is your IG? What is your IG?
It's Love 911 Tarot. It's right at it's Love 911 Tarot. Am I hopping on?
I'm about to send it to you. Love 911. Damn, it popped right up. All right, Love 911 Tarot. I'm gonna get you on here, and then can you do the cards for all of us on the show?
Sure.
All right. So what information? I got Mo. Let me get everybody.
And if the guys, anyone watching, if you have a question, I think he just needs a birth date, just a day and month and day in a question.
Give me a specific question and a birthday. That always helps.
All right, who wants to go first over here? Who wants to go first?
One of the things that I'll say, I know that there was a question about retrograde. You guys are throwing.
Oh, Jay Black is very into retrograde. Like
it's hard.
Very into retrograde.
For those, what is they say? Oh, this is the time where it's in retrograde. So this means that prosperity and wealth is coming. Like, what is a little quick synopsis on that?
So retrograde, long story short, is basically when a planet appears to move backward in the horoscope. Or in the sky, excuse me. And what it basically means is we're able to go back and get information, skills, gifts, opportunities that we missed when the planet was actually moving forward. Like, for example, today, there's a retrograde happening with regard to the planet Uranus, which is responsible for insights that we get about our future. So we, like I said, we all have a gift and ability. The insights now are about getting money. So the vibration coming off of all of you is around money, holding on to money, getting money, and what you're planning on doing with it. This movement started today. It's going to last until January 18th, which is a pretty long period of time for a planet to be in retrograde. A lot of planets are in retrograde for 6 months. But nonetheless, so this movement is happening. If you're noticing that a couple different things were happening that shook up your routine over the last 2 weeks, I'll say, that was to kind of drive your attention to and your focus to things that need to be changed and upgraded. So whenever we're having a retrograde period, it's an opportunity for us to step outside of our normal routine, the way things are going. Usually things come in and disrupt the flow of what we're used to. And then we kind of have a recalibration about how we're planning on moving forward. And then we can take that opportunity during this period of time between now and January 18th to use those gifts and use hindsight, which is always 2020, to see what opportunities we missed, what positioning we were having as far as life circumstances were concerned with regard to not only money, but also stability and using our resources, bringing our gifts out into the world. So that's largely the retrograde dialogue. A lot of people talk about Mercury retrograde, which is a different piece, which is basically when we're able to kind of use our communication skills. And that's kind of a different conversation altogether. I really wanted to focus on a retrograde that's happening now so you can pay attention to the movement that might be showing up in your life.
Gotcha.
All right. So who wants to put their birthday out there?
Okay, I will. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
No, go ahead. I was going to do the listener, but go ahead.
Oh.
You go first.
11/9, November 9th.
Okay. What's your question?
You gotta have a question, right?
What does career look like? What does career look like? My career.
Give me a second. Let me tune into you real quick. All right. Well, there seems to be some movement happening next year. I'm seeing it happening around March. I don't know if the current job you have, you're saying you kind of, there's some dialogue around moving or leaving. There's some dialogue around leaving or moving or changing some things. It's happening around March of next year. Have you been considering making some changes? Because I'm seeing, it looks like there seems to be something. Yeah, there seems to be something about your routine. And you also seem to be a little bit exhausted. But the exhaustion is not because things are necessarily getting harder. It's just that your heart is no longer in it, and it feels a little bit more oppressive. You know, it's interesting, like when our spirit changes or we move in a certain direction, there's certain things that we were used to doing start to feel irritating. And that's what I'm seeing showing up over top of you. Especially as I'm turning over this number 8 of swords turned upside down. But right now, it looks like you still have to kind of stick and stay where you are just because for responsibility.
Whoa. What the swords being upside down? What that mean? That mean what?
So we think about swords. Whenever swords pop up, swords cut things, right? So whenever we have any card that has swords in it, it means that we're becoming very sharp and very, what's the word I want to say, shrewd about our decision making. Whenever we have the number 8 here, it's always the dialogue around money, but not just money, also the energy that we share with other people, the time we give other people. And right here, there seems to be a break in these clouds here. So this is the energy, the cloudy area is the energy that feels a bit oppressive about what you might be already doing. But this break in the clouds here is saying that you're beginning to craft a plan to get out. And that's happening in March.
So it's all financial. It ain't got nothing to do with penis. Like, it's all financial.
Well, she asked about careers. So.
I was just wondering because swords. I'm thinking stabbing.
No, the swords don't necessarily represent.
Because I wouldn't be mad if Shawnee caught a sword anytime soon. I wouldn't be.
Oh my God.
So it looks like
she deserves it. She deserves it. She works hard.
She is single and dating.
Yeah, she is single and dating. That's what I'm saying.
Let's just get one of the people in. So Jeanette says January 23rd, her future. She wants to know for her future for Jeanette. January 23rd.
That's more of a general question. I think that's important. General questions are really better for like when people like book a session because then we can kind of go into it. A general question doesn't give enough specifics for like an audience who might be curious about how accurate a psychic might be, etc. I can turn over a oracle card, which I can definitely do. It does look like as far as your future is concerned, it does look like you're reclaiming your power from a relationship. This reclaim card, you may not be able to see it because of how incandescent, like translucent it is. But it looks like you're reclaiming your power from a relationship. It looks like this is something that has been like dragging on ever since earlier this year. I think it might be probably around February. But anyway, the long story short, it looks like this dialogue around love turned upside down and saying that for whatever reason, there seems to be some pessimism you have around your love and relationship life. Like you might be single or by yourself for a long period of time. That's actually not true. I do see something coming through for you next April, but it's important for you to focus on yourself and taking back power from a situation that doesn't look like it's going to change.
All right. Who's
next?
Let me say, can I say something? I think Mike Shawn was asking about tarot cards. I don't know if I said this last week, but so like tarot cards, so there's a difference between a psychic and a tarot reader. I'm a psychic and a tarot reader. So psychic can do a reading at a bar, at a gas station, does not need any tools, right? Can tune into somebody at will. A tarot reader uses tarot cards, and I'm also both, so I'm not diminishing either one. But a tarot reader uses both to give images that keep the conversation flowing, so that you're not just waiting. There's not gaps in the conversation. So there's an even flow. So there's no power in the cards themselves, but the images on the cards tell a story. And so the psychic uses the tarot cards to quickly keep the story flowing. I see my job as primarily a storyteller, honestly.
All right. Tell me. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
No, so Jamal, 826. Is my wife happy with me?
Oh, good question. Good question. Give me a second.
Should we put the disclaimer in there before he answers this question?
Really?
Let's go there. I'm just curious. I want to see what he said.
That's a good question. I named my brand Love 911 Tarot because regardless of what people were constantly calling me for, love and relationships always came up. Love, relationships, and sex. Sometimes I see a little bit more than I was bargaining for. But nonetheless, with this question here, 826, your relationship is your marriage is under a bit of a strain. It actually will be probably until around November of next year. But it doesn't mean your wife is unhappy with you. It looks like there's a period of time where you guys are having to recalibrate yourselves and grow together. The star card turned upside down means that there's inevitable growth that's coming. And it's important to understand what, in terms of the image that you're seeing here, which is really I believe it's an oyster that has a pearl in it. So in order for a pearl, which is usually a grain of sand, to turn into a pearl, it has to be put under tremendous amount of pressure. So it looks like there's an inevitable shifting coming between you two, but you guys have to kind of recalibrate what it is you appreciate about each other. This Queen of Pentacles showing up here too says you guys have been more focused on like your individual projects and less focused on what the relationship needs. So it's time to tune back into the relationship and ask what your partner needs and what might be missing. Also, this Two of Swords, this Two of Wands showing up here too is saying you guys need to take some kind of a trip together. I think you guys have talked about it, but haven't done it. So I think it's time to get out of your normal routine and shake things up just a little bit.
Okay. Oh, y'all could just break up. No, I'm playing.
What?
Mike's
I'm playing. August 3rd.
Very well might look like you are going to, but that doesn't seem to be how it's panning out.
You say it again?
It may look like they are going to break up, but they don't.
Oh, no, they better not. No. Mark, August 3rd says, how does my photography future look?
Sure, Mark. Good morning. Let me see. So August 3rd, that's Leo. All right, give me a second.
These damn Leos, they just run the horoscope like you can't fight a Leo, especially when you a pussy ass Pisces. Like you like Leo season, you like Pisces. Like
So the first card that comes up here is the Four of Swords. One of the things that's showing up here is, as far as your photography future is looking, it looks like where you are is a little bit dry. You're going to have to expand your promotion for yourself. It's important for you to do that because for whatever reason. Also, too, it seems like you have some dialogue around people not supporting. You got to get out that conversation. Your friends and family are one thing, but your friends and family can't build your business and keep it alive, right? So it's time for you to start expanding. This number 3 showing up here is saying the dialogue around support, people supporting you, etc. What you can do is you can ask people to pass your name around, but you also have to get out there and be seen. There seems to be an aspect of you that wants to be hidden or that might be a little bit shy, but you know your work is good. So begin to use barriers like I do. The rest of us introverts do. Use social media, drop information, drop proof of your work, etc. Start sharing off your portfolio, do behind the scenes things, show us what you're doing in your life so that people start caring about who you are and then be curious about what you do. This number 3 is saying this elephant here is really sulking. There's nothing left here. So the way you're doing it is dead. Move on.
Oh, wow. The way you're doing it is dead. Now, do you ever, because I want to ask you a question about myself, but do you ever just throw them cards out? Like, I know you can't do it for your benefit.
But I can still read for myself. I can still read, though.
Do you ever just throw the cards out for yourself when you're in a predicament when you're like, I mean, you have a gift. You have a gift.
Oh yeah. I'm able to get information from my guide when I need to know something. Usually, it's something that's very pressing. One of the things that's important for us to know is that Spirit we didn't contract with God to come here and then be abandoned. This is like school, right? So if we take a class, which is the life theme that we chose, if we take a class and we find that it's a little bit challenging at a certain time, we can ask for the lesson to be lightened. We can ask for insight so we can move past it. We can also ask to withdraw from a certain experience.
Right.
And everything is put in our way by the universe to either move it in or take it out. God can use anything from inheritance, breakups, divorce, death, marriage, promotion, anything to move a circumstance in your life or out of your life. So it's important to understand that everything is really God.
Okay, so if you're on IG Live, we're going to get to you. But right now, Shelly Wilson, her birthday is January 8th on IG Live. If you put your birthday on there, give us your name, we'll do it. But right now, Shelly Wilson, January 8th. Should I get a new job is her question.
You know, this seems to be a question that you've been asking yourself since July. I think that where you're at right now is a bit of a glass ceiling. If you can take a look at this Ten of Swords. Also, too, I don't know if there's a high turnover rate, but you're not the only person that's thinking about leaving. If you take a look here, too, it looks like you might be trying to show that you have what it takes for some level of promotion. I don't think there's any movement coming for you. And this is a movement that you might have been noticing over the last month. There is a movement January 8th, so this means you're Capricorn. There is a movement at this time where you're concerned about your value. Saturn is traveling through the area of your horoscope associated with income and self-worth. So I do think it is important for you to understand that come February or March, there is a bit of a blow up between you and the superior. See this devil card sitting here. But what that is,
do not tear down the Walgreens. Do not tear down the Walgreens. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So I think what you're going to notice is that that there's kind of a blow up that really kind of lets you let out a lot of the frustrations you've had with this job. This devil card means that this is an inevitable movement. This blow up is coming whether you like it or not. And the reason for that is so that you can recognize or maybe even be pushed out of the nest, because I think you've been familiar. Sometimes when we get in a situation that has no more life in it, the familiarity feels more comfortable than the uncertainty of stepping out on faith. But it looks like it's coming around February. Shelly Wilson says, wow, so true. Right on.
So you're saying that this confrontation has to happen?
It does. Yeah. Whenever we turn over, there's two different types of cards in the tarot. One is the minor arcana and the other is major arcana. You can think of these as the jacks, kings, queens, aces, right? When you get a card like this is an ace or a joker, right? This is a wild card. And what a wild card means is if you know how to play spades, what does the joker do? It shuts down the game, right?
Yeah.
You can't avoid it. You can't cut a joker. Right, unless you got the big joker and somebody.
Unless you got the big joker. Okay,
these are big jokers, right? So these are big jokers whenever they show up, and what that means is that you have contracted for a movement to show up in your life. In fact, many times the person has been praying for a change. They just want it to be an easy, smooth transition, and that's not always how it happens. You prayed for a change in a transition, and God is moving it into your life. It'll shake shit up. But the important thing when we see like the devil card here, for example, is that we can't go back after we let out whatever we've been holding back.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
Can't take it back. If you see here, there's traps. You see this kitten is missing the traps. But this means that like you're going to step in something and you won't be able to undo it. But that's because you've asked for a shift. And so it's on its way.
Wow. Okay. Jacqueline said,
I don't want it to happen. How can I prepare for it? All right. You're going to have to hit me up. Inbox me for a reading. On this.
Okay. 624. How's my love life heading?
All right. Let's see. 624. So that is June 24th. Oh, that's Cancer on the cusp of Gemini. All right. Your love life. Give me a second. You know, interestingly enough, there seems to be a couple different people. It looks like there's like two different scenarios, like two people you were either talking to or having flings with over the summertime. That's what I'm saying, Sean, up here.
Oh, you belong to the streets. You belong to the streets. Okay. All right.
Flirting. You know, so one of the things that I'm seeing showing up here is you seem to have like the investment that you put in other people is quite low until like they prove themselves to you. And this is why, for whatever reason, from time to time, you get irritated with people who don't seem to be also investing in you. But I think if you take a look at this, right, this is a snail trying to hold on to something while the wind is blowing. And so what we can see here too is that you kind of seem to other people, you scare other people with the level of detachment that you seem to have, or seem to have. Doesn't mean that you don't feel it, but you seem or appear to other people to not necessarily be so interested. And this looks like there's a movement happening for you coming around October, where you make a decision, a decisive action that you actually want a partner. Right now, it looks like you just kind of have been like going with the flow and letting other people make the first move. This snail card is saying that your love life is moving at the same pace as you. It's mirroring you, but also it's creating some agitation. If you can see these clouds up here,
wow,
it's creating a good amount of change for you that you don't seem to like. You want some stability, so you're going to have to start speaking up.
And then, Paul said 10 for 10. My question is about my career and new. 10-10. My question is about my career and new opportunities.
Sure, Paul. So 10-10 is Libra. And right now, as we talk about your career, there's a movement happening in your horoscope associated with things that you're passionate about. I think as far as new opportunities is concerned, give me a moment. As far as your career and new opportunities is concerned, there seems to be some kind of entrepreneurial venture that you seem to be afraid to take a step on. This number 10 showed up here saying there's something down the rabbit hole, but you seem to be curious about a dialogue around loss, like you're losing or missing out on something. Also, this Justice card says it looks like you make some kind of a significant leap of faith. Enough. This Justice card turned up right side up here. I don't know if you see it. Some kind of leap of faith around your birthday in terms of moving forward with some kind of a business. There seems to be a business plan. I don't know. Yeah, so let us know. I'm curious about that. There seems to be some kind of a business plan that seems to be forming. Once again, you have this Three of Swords here, and this really just indicates there's been a good amount of inaction on something that you might that's calling your name, but that you haven't answered the call just yet.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have a Mustafa Bush said, "Is my marriage going to last 4 to 16 years?" I mean, that's a
April 16th.
Oh,
that'd be an interesting number. To 4 to 16 years.
That's a different type of bid.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like, is my marriage going to last 4 to 16? Okay, sorry for reading that wrong. I was like 4 to 6. Like, why just 4 to 16? But okay, is my marriage going to last 4?
Yeah, so as far as like your marriage is concerned, there's some good stuff here. I really do feel like your marriage has a lot of potential. As we see, we got this 10 of Cups sitting up here. Also, too, we have this Wheel of Fortune card sitting up here, which basically means that you guys are there's some rockiness coming. If it hasn't already started, it's coming through November. But after that, like what it does is it kind of solidifies your relationship and you're showing up. It looks like you end up having to show up for your spouse in some way. Your spouse is going to be going through some things. There's some things happening with their family. As you see this number 4. Number 4 always represents family. There's some things that are happening with their family, and it's going to shake up your household because your spouse seems to be connected to it. So, but what I think it does is it ends up solidifying you. Once again, the Wheel of Fortune card is a joker, right? It's one of the joker cards, which means it's an unavoidable circumstance that comes to affect your household. This number 4 showing up here, which means you guys are going to have to make some decisions on the fly that help to benefit your spouse. So here's where selflessness comes in. This number 10 of Cups here is saying that you kind of concede to show up for your partner, and that actually solidifies your marriage. To the extent that you manage this lesson well, I think you guys have a really long period of time together. 416 is also Aries.
Yeah, her spouse just lost her mom and really going through it in their household. So yeah, you hit on a lot of good things there.
Okay.
I want to make sure he's not breaking up because it seems like he's
Yeah, you broke up again.
Say something to us. I want to make sure you're clear.
Hello, Justin, can you hear me?
I mean, your IG, you're good on IG. I just don't like when you're on here.
Can you hear me on the camera?
Yeah, you're a little spotty. You're spotty again. When you left and came back in, you came back in clear. I'm not sure what's going on.
Come back in?
Yeah, let's try it one more time. Yeah.
Well, he probably should have known it wasn't going to work because he can tell the future. Throw the tarot cards on your connection.
Shiny, you got it.
Well, we don't need to know how to read the future to know that Wi-Fi is terrible.
Yo, we're gonna want you to throw the tarot cards on your Wi-Fi.
I don't know why it's acting like this. It's usually fine. It's fine when you don't need it, right? It's fine when you
Okay. My birthday is March 2nd. Give me give me what do I want? Relationship or like what do I want? What do I want? So I want like, give me my career status. What's going on with my career March 2nd?
Well, and I said, I think I said this last week, and I'm still seeing this. There's a significant amount of travel coming up for you. I'm seeing you booking some significant dates. I think that's also been your plan, but there seems to be some movement toward TV as well. Are you trying to get on TV? You trying to do like some kind of special? Because that's on its way.
That's funny. Yeah. And there's a TV show that I'm doing. Yeah, go ahead.
Don't forget about the little people. I don't require much. You bring your psychic with you.
No, I definitely will. All right. We did the work thing. All right, give me the love life. Let's roll the dice. March 2nd, love life. Let's March. Okay. Go ahead. Let's go for it. Go ahead.
So, give me a second.
I'm in a committed relationship, but go ahead. I know that's leading the witness. I know I'm leading the witness.
Stop leading the witness.
I know I'm leading the witness.
But there seems to be something coming up that you seem to be being. I don't know if this. There's like a romantic experience coming up for you guys. Do you guys have an anniversary coming up, or are you planning something? There's something coming up, and I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it looks like you're making some kind of an offering to your, I don't know if it's a girlfriend or wife, but there's kind
of, but I'm not gonna let you off the hook. Get more detailed.
Okay. Well, it looks like some kind of a gift. It looks like you're giving her some kind of a gift. There's some kind of a gift or a present that you seem to be presenting to her, and I don't know if this is like, I don't know if you're married, but I don't know if it's leading to like, and you seem to be getting on your knees. So I mean, I don't know how graphic you want me to go with.
Go graphic.
Gift.
Yeah.
Well, I just
imparting gifts on your
Is it a big gift or is it a little gift?
If you've ever had sex with me, it's normally a little gift. But go ahead.
Mostly there just seems to be some kind of a special engagement coming. That's mostly what I see as far as.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing showing up here too. Yeah, especially after a period where I don't know if the sex schedule has fallen off. This number 6 of swords is saying the sex schedule seems to have shifted. And also this number 4 of swords is saying that for whatever reason, to some extent, like your partnership might have been going through a rough patch and there seems to be some kind of a coming back together. There's a revival coming for your relationship in a month.
Okay. All right.
Put us back on schedule, Mike.
All right. What's this? Martin, November 19th. Is my deceased loved one still with me? Oh, that's serious. Okay. Not November 19th. Is my deceased loved one still with me?
I mean, so that's kind of general. We all have lost more than just one loved one. So I think it's probably appropriate to just answer that question from a medium perspective. Our loved ones are always with us. The easiest way for us to communicate with people who have crossed over is to think about them because they respond to our thoughts. And what is important for us to know is that they communicate with us telepathically. They can use either a word from another person on the street, a phrase or a song in a TV show or a radio show. They can also use electricity and make lights flicker. They can use scent, sounds, aromas. So they still have access to those things, even though they're no longer in a body. And they also can be in more than one place at a time. So if more than one relative says they were visited or had a dream about, etc., those visitations can happen to more than one person at a time.
Do you feel? Do you feel like people in the afterlife, that people you've lost can actually, obviously you said they can contact you in different ways. Are you affirmative on that? That you really think that people sometimes, is it because they didn't go to heaven, or are they in a stage of, I forget what that word is.
Transitioning? Are they transitioning?
No, there's that other word.
Purgatory.
Like they just stay, or they stay in a house and they connect with you?
Good question. So what you're tapping onto is a couple different things to include paranormal activity and hauntings, which we can certainly talk about. One of the things that's important to understand is that everybody who crosses over has the option to go to heaven, right? We get to judge how well we lived our life here and decide whether we are ready to kind of, hang it up and move forward with regard to happiness, because we can get reabsorbed into what we know as God, which is an energy. It's the biggest energy, which we all are reflections of. So that's number one. I am affirmative that our loved ones do have the opportunity and ability to go to heaven. Individuals who either sometimes are thrown from their bodies too quickly, like sometimes in a crash, doesn't always happen, but sometimes happens in a crash. Certain individuals don't necessarily know that they're dead because the transition happens so quickly. So not everybody who dies experiences pain, which we have all kind of become to associate or assume happens. And so sometimes the transition period can be challenging, especially if people don't have a spiritual foundation. If you have a spiritual foundation, you know what you're looking for when you cross over. You know you're looking for that white light, that door to open. You know that you're looking for loved ones. That love connects you to those individuals who find you, literally, and kind of usher you to this higher level of vibration. Now, paranormal activity, which is different than a haunting, paranormal activity is what typically happens when we are visited by either loved ones or energies on a schedule. So paranormal activity indicates most times people will come through around birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, the date of their funeral, the month or week of their anniversary or wedding anniversary, marriage, something that happened important to them. You might notice that because a lot of people are thinking about them, they can lower their vibration and come around during those period of time. That period of time. It's not on a it happens on a schedule, and it's a benign haunting. But paranormal activity is when something shows up randomly and without warning, and you know that the spirit is trying to get your attention. Not all things are bad, but
so do you have people coming to you and that you just stop people sometimes, or you're just, hey, I need to say this, like somebody came through so strong, and then you have to explain that and go ahead.
No, I don't do that. And I think the reason that I don't do that is initially, first of all, because I'm kind of shy in real life. But so usually I don't tune into people unless I've been given permission. So once I'm given permission, I tune into individuals. There are times like around October, and this is no lie, and I'm a huge Halloween fan too, but around October, I do find that loved ones kind of come in and set up shop in my bedroom. And when I'm trying to go to sleep, because that's when my body is out of the way and my mind is kind of open, and I have to actively put up kind of walls, if you will, like psychic walls I'm off the clock. I'm not really here.
That used to happen to me too. Like they would just pop up in my bed, and then I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Like I put up walls. I put up walls also.
Yeah, and spirit is not offended when we do that. I mean, if we're just
you don't get scared. You don't get scared when you see stuff like that in real life.
Yeah. No, because I have what's called inner clairvoyance. I don't have outer clairvoyance, so I don't like see the spirit standing at my refrigerator. I see the spirit in my mind's eye doing whatever it is that they're doing. So there's two different types of clairvoyance.
Oh, wow.
Ask for the other one. I've been thinking about asking. I don't know that I necessarily need a phantasm in my kitchen. So I'm cool with the way they show up now.
Wow.
So you see
Dr. Lady Leche, Lache, she said, what is coming up in my IG? What is coming up for me in my career and love? Her birthday is March 15th.
Okay, so let's see, March 15th, that is Pisces. And she wanted to know what's coming up for her career.
Career or love, whichever one. What are we gonna do?
All right, cool. So Dr. Lecture, let's see. I'm gonna give these cards another shuffle. I'm getting some of the same kind of images, but give me a moment. As far as career is concerned. All right, cool. There seems to be some kind of a move coming for you around April as well. Also, I'm seeing this number 7 of Swords, so it looks like you offered like a different position. If you see the 7 of Swords, you can see that there's a movement coming here. Since you're on IG, you can see that there's a movement coming here after you have a period of kind of doing some work behind the scenes, right? So that's one of the things about that. As far as your love life is concerned, okay, right now, pigs are notoriously horny, so you might be feeling extremely horny.
Pigs are horny?
Oh, extremely. So you might be having a sensual moment right now, and it looks like you're kind of tired of doing it by yourself. One of the things that I'm seeing here too is around the 14th of September, it looks like you actually kind of come into contact with somebody who is willing to shake the sheets with you.
Oh, shout out to shaking the sheets.
Shake the
I think Sexy Mo had a question.
She said, "Yep." Dr. Leche said, "Yep." All right. So,
oh damn. Okay.
Shake the sheets, girl. Shake the sheets.
I don't know.
Mo, did you have a question?
Yes.
Oh,
no, I was letting you finish. So one of my for myself, love and money. I guess I'll stick with the theme. And before I go to, I know you have to separate your clairvoyance. I think that's what you said before. You have to separate the two. So I'll do the first thing is love and money for me.
Okay, sure. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I see showing up here initially is that there seems to be some kind of a trip. I don't know if you already planned this trip. I'm seeing it around October. This number 8 of Pentacles showing up here, and you're smiling really hard, so you must have already started talking about it.
I've been asked. Yes, I've been asked.
Yeah, this is an invitation to some kind of a revival, right? Some kind of a revival, not only to your social life, but also to your love life. And I think that that's important here, especially since there's a period here. If you can see this goat, he's kind of looking down. I know that you're also Virgo. I know that he's looking down here, which is, Capricorn is what sits over the Virgo area of love and passion. So that means that sometimes you can be a little too serious, and also you can lean toward pessimism if certain things kind of start to pick up a certain pattern. We discussed how Virgo is with patterns before, but that's not necessarily how love moves. Love is an energy. So there's a revival, and it is important for you to kind of be willing to break out of your any routines that you might have. It doesn't look like you like surprises too much either. Like you need a whole bunch of planning, but we have to remember the spontaneity of love is associated with the energy of fire, right? So if we stifle it, we cut off its oxygen, it really can't grow. Nothing new can happen, and then it becomes stale, and then it kind of becomes this kind of, what's the word I want to say, self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will. This Hermit card turned upside down as well is saying that it will benefit you. There is a revival on its way as far as your love life is concerned. Whenever the Hermit card, this is also another Joker card, if you will. So it's inevitable that somebody's going to tear you out of your kind of comfort zone, and that's on the other side of that is kind of the connection that you might have been missing.
Will her vagina be revived?
It's on sabbatical right now. It's on sabbatical right now.
I'm talking to the medium right now. I'm talking to the.
If she says yes, I do see that. I would listen to that song by Floetry. Say yes. I mean, I think that that's a theme for you between now and November. Honestly, especially as we move into December, because there is a whole new movement coming for you.
It's always a movement with Mo.
Let
the floodgates open up, baby.
Really? Okay. I didn't see all of that for my life.
Well, somebody asked you. They asked you for a trip. So interesting.
All right, so how can everybody get in touch with you? How can they get their cards read, future, everything like that?
Yeah, so check me out on at Love 911 Tarot on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So any of the handles, all Love 911 Tarot. And I also do Tuesday night readings at 9 o'clock on Instagram, 8 o'clock on Facebook, absolutely free. If you're interested in booking a session with me, it's just $1 or $2 a minute. Go ahead and message me. My link is on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to be disrespectful right now, but there to every talent, there is something that you get for it. Like as a comedian, like I do have, like there'll be some groupies at the end of the show. Like how much sex do you actually get? Simply because you could tell a chick her future. Like there's got to be that's a powerful thing. Like that's a powerful thing.
Since COVID, because I used to be a real smut, but since COVID, I don't know. I feel like something changed. Like I don't know. Like my whole phase kind of ended or something. I don't know. So
wait. You said you were a smut till COVID. That means you were a smut like 20 minutes ago. Like you like.
Well, no, last year. Like last year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And it just kind of changed. I also I don't know. As far as like my love life is concerned, I'm definitely polyamorous by nature, and
I love that word. I love that. Let them know.
What is that?
So
I know what it means.
Smash everybody.
Polyamory, it really is just a dialogue where individuals either, if you're in a relationship with somebody, right, you have a primary partner, where you got kind of have rules and regulations on being intimate with other people. Mm-hmm. And if you're single, polyamory is dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm dating.
Yeah, so am I. Well, kind of.
All right, well, hey, God
so
bless.
Do the girls you date, or whoever you date?
First of all, I date guys. I date guys.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
But go ahead. So go ahead.
Do they ask you to like give them readings all the time?
You know, I try not to read people that I'm dating, although I gotta tell you, things jump out at me, and I kind of hate that sometimes.
I bet they do.
And if I'm really just interested in sex, sometimes I overlook it to my own detriment. But things jump out. I mean, you don't know, right? We have a gut instinct whenever we're dating or engaging with people, and if we don't listen to that gut instinct, we have to pay the price. So you just shut it down, like, because he's too fine. He's too fine. I can't pass this up. I know what the car is saying. Sometimes I really just I prefer we don't do too much talking. I actually kind of prefer sex before the date.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Sex then dinner. Because we can get that out of the way. We're all still kind of fresh and clean, right? And then after dinner, you can eat what you want. Your jeans can be popping open. It doesn't matter, you know. I feel like it just relaxes you. I feel like it creates an intimate bond. But not everybody shares that dialogue. So.
Yeah, get it out the way. Like, real talk. That's why I always say, like, everyone's like gay sex, straight sex. No, there's certain things that are just like universal. It's like the universal remote control that you can use for anything. If we can just get this sex out the way, and then we can move on with everything else. Like, we agree on this. We totally agree. I
didn't even see my text message. I'm sorry, Mike. My mom texted me, Dexter, 9/20. Is she going to leave her job? 9/20, September the 20th. Is she going to leave her job before we let you go?
Sure. Not this year, but it does look like she's saying goodbye to them next year around the holidays.
Next year around the holidays. All right. Cool.
We're gonna work.
We're gonna include October, so I don't know. It's in the fall.
It's been great having you. We got to work on the Wi-Fi so we can keep it like just plug directly into it. But we will. Oh, wait, Billy J. Edwards, sex before a date is a whole show by itself.
It looked like you struck something with that. That might be a topic. Sex before the date.
Sex before the date. Champ is sex before the date. So am I wisdom.
Am I coming back next week?
Would you like to? We'd like to have you.
Yeah, I think I know that I'm on my way to Dallas next week. Just as long as I don't have to be at the airport, I'll be there next week. But I appreciate you guys welcoming back and be back weekly. Love it.
Yes, we love to have you.
Oh, what are you doing in Dallas?
You know, I'm just hanging out, visiting friends. So if you know some places,
having sex before the
date. Knock on wood.
No pun intended. Knock on wood. Okay, homie.
I'm willing.
Well, reach out. We're in Dallas. Well, Mike will be back. I'm in Dallas.
Who's in Dallas?
Yeah, we'll
I'm
all
in
be
Dallas.
out here. Yeah, we'll all be out here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm on my way to you next week. Talk to you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will have our psychic here. What's today? Today's Thursday?
Yes.
Is it every Thursday?
Yes.
Every Thursday. That's what he said. Yeah.
All right, every Thursday. All right. Go be safe out there, homie.
Bye-bye.
Go have sex before the date.
Yo, that struck a nerve with a lot of people. Sex before the date. Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
The concept. Yeah, listen.
I ain't never heard of that.
The concept makes sense. Let's smash and get the awkward part over with, and then our conversation might be a little bit more comfortable. He might be on to something.
But what if it's whack? If it's whack, then I don't want to go.
We ain't got to go out to eat.
But see, that's even better. That's even better. So we can actually just pound it up and be like, that was whack. And you'd be like, yeah, that was whack. Like, and guess what? We don't even have to waste the next 5 hours in each other's face leading up to that.
Some money,
I've been
man.
trying to promote this for 15 years. Look, no, I've been promoting sex before the date way before vasectomies at 18. I'm telling you, I've been promoting this, and everybody. But then the psychic says it, and everybody's like, "Yo, that's a good idea."
Well, Mike, you might have been on to something. We might be missing. We've been missing the mark the whole time. You had this down to a science.
For the date,
you might be on to something.
From the minute y'all meet each other, you go like, "I like you. I'm attracted to you. Let's try this. Let's just try it. Let's try it."
Yeah,
Like,
but
like
then
you.
you wasted a whole.
You wasted 12 minutes.
That's you. But women talking about they wasting coochie points. So we gotta ration them out. We gotta be selective about how we give out the coochie points.
But that's the problem. Y'all women, the coochie points only count with y'all. See, y'all kill each other. Y'all kill each other's game. Coochie points. Guys don't even give a damn about your coochie points. It's the other women like, yo, you gave up the coochie points. That was 500 coochie points. Yeah. You gave it on. It was 1 o'clock on a Wednesday.
If I could reclaim some of my coochie points, I definitely would.
Oh, who cares? Get 12 minutes out the way. And then be like, yo. And then the great thing is that if it works out, if the sex before the date works out, you know how much you look forward to the date? If it works out, you're literally like, you don't care where you go.
Where we going?
We can go to White Castle, Waffle House. Like, yo, we don't care. You can eat peanuts. All we got is peanuts. And you're like, I don't care. Those are the most amazing 12 minutes ever. Champ is here. Start the day with a meeting in the bedroom that will determine if dinner will follow. Yes, it actually makes sense instead of the opposite way around. You go to dinner, you do all this stuff, and you spend all this money. Grown-ups, real grown-ups, this makes total sense. This makes total. It's like when you go buy a car and you get that test drive, and you like, yo, I want this car.
I like it.
And you got to pay for the test drive sometimes. Sometimes you got to put the money down at certain dealerships. You got to put some type of money to get in the car.
I don't know
Dang, what kind of cars you getting? That's big money.
I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know.
Cars.
Just letting you know.
I'm over here.
I didn't buy the car.
That's in a Rolls Royce.
But there's certain cars that you got to pay. You got to put $100 down to get that road.
That must be that Lambo test drive.
Obviously, I ain't buy it. But I'm telling you, sex before the date would be amazing. Let's take a break and we'll come back with allegedly. What time is it? I don't have a clock.
33 after. You good.
33 after what?
9 Eastern, 8. Oh, yeah, you're on the East Coast now.
Yeah,
9:33.
33 after. We'll take a break. We'll come back with allegedly Michael Shawn and Takeover Legends. Yeah. Sex before the date. Sex before the date. That would be amazing.
You got it, Jen, because I don't know what you already played.
Oh, okay. All right.
It went from verses to now. You got it. They used to be bad.
Yo, it's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
But do y'all believe when you get a pardon or your sentence, when you get a pardon, it never really, or an annulment, it like never really happened?
An annulment, yes, it never really happened. An annulment, yes, God damn it.
Okay.
I just wish I could get an annulment on some of the chicks I had sex with. I wish there was a certificate.
And I'm pretty sure their coochie points, which they can get some refunds, a couple of refunds.
I wish I could have a plaque like I did not fuck this chick right here. I swear.
But I speak for the ladies. We feel the same way about some of y'all's penises.
Yes.
Like, God damn it, why?
No, I agree totally with y'all. Look, I have sat next to women at the end of a hotel bed and be like, it's okay. You fucked up. You shouldn't have had sex with me. Like, you're right. Like, but it happens to the best of them. I got a sparkling personality. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Like when you went into these circles with these battle rappers, like it's full disrespect.
Yeah. It's a full contact sport. If you're weak-minded and you don't have strong willpower and you kind of sensitive, it's not for you.
So I'm sure those battle rappers, they throw up the whole you had to walk the juniors for the cheesecake. They bring that over. I'm sure they bring that up, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. They would have did it too. That's the funny thing.
Did you really on MTV? Did y'all really walk? Y'all didn't really walk the juniors the whole way.
I don't know why you don't think we did. I don't know why you don't think we did, Michael Sean. Puff had to go get dry cleaning for Andre Harrell. He had to wipe his cars down. He had to go get his clothes from his outfits from Dapper Dan and wipe tables down. So he wanted us to go through that same process. Puff went to Howard. It's a business school. So his thing is all about business. It's about conditioning. It's about being prepared. When we had to walk, it was building our endurance. We got to fly out different climates. We might be in New York, it's a blizzard. We might have to fly to Miami, then it's a heat wave. So your body has to be ready for these type of things. You might have to be on the morning show with Michael Sean, 7:30. Then you might have to be. Then you might have to be on a parent or on a sister company, 8 o'clock. So you got to be up, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of energy, full of vigor, ready to give the interview. You got to go through media training and all these type of things, and it just helps you. It builds you. It was like the Mr. Miyagi artist development, where I'm wiping this stuff down, and they like, why am I doing this?
Right.
Block. Strike! Oh, that's why I did that. So all these things that you said is done. Right. The hood was like, oh, y'all getting played, but it's really bringing us together, making us stronger, and having endurance to go out and promote these records. But our culture, our people is the only people that scrutinize us for doing good things. Now, in any culture that you go to, you get hazed. When you go to a fraternity, you get hazed. When you go to a job, you're on orientation. You're getting hazed. You go through, when you're a rookie cop, you get hazed. With anything that you're trying out new, you get hazed. So when we did it on TV, what's the big effing deal? Fraternities do it. Sororities do it. Jobs do it. I walked for cheesecake one time. People work at UPS and do it 365 days of the year. They walk for cheesecake. Walking for cheesecake is a symbolization of doing something that you don't want to do to get where you want to be. People do it every day. I did it one time 25 years ago.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Sean wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Sean wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up. Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in. Tap in. Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott. It's the Takeover Legends on a Thursday. We are one day closer to Friday, and
yes,
I'm back on the East Coast. All right, there's a random question before we get into allegedly. Is everybody happy with the mattress that they sleep on every night?
Yeah, I am. Unless you got a new one.
No. Do you like the mat? Like Jay Black, are you like your mattress? You're like, I'm good with this. Like,
remember, I just literally brought one. Remember, I stayed at the Hyatt.
One.
Yeah, I stayed at the Hyatt, and I wanted theirs, and I just got mine. So yeah, I'm good.
What type of mattress you got? Do you know the mattress?
It was Serta CF 4000. Yes, I do.
You know it's official when it got numbers behind it.
Serta CF 4000. Yes, I do.
He bought a car. Tony, what mattress you got? Do you know the name?
I have a Tempur-Pedic with an adjustable base.
Yes,
that is so funny. That's why I brought this up. Sexy Mo, what do you have?
Yes, so I have a Tempur-Pedic, and it's a memory gel, like a gel mattress.
I just saw. I was outside. I did my Black and Mild break. I'm back at home with the family, and somebody got a delivery in the big truck, and it was the Tempur-Pedic. And I realized I need a new mattress. Like, I like the mattress here, but I want a spanking new mattress. What is it about what is it about the mattress? Do you like firm? Do people like what do y'all like? Y'all like the firm mattress? Y'all like the I don't really like it too like pause hard. I don't like to. Dave, what is your C4000? What is your C4000?
Mine is the hybrid, is the adjustable, like Shawnee was saying. You sink in just a bit, so you're not going all the way down. You're going down enough. It just felt good. I don't like the farm hurt. Yeah, I like to go in a little bit. I like to sink in just a bit. Learn my body, learn where I'm at, and all that good stuff.
Shawnee.
Well, I went and did a whole little testing thing and laid on the mattresses for some hours. I took like half a day, and you can set up an appointment to do that, and they'll help you find the right one for you. Because I didn't know what I wanted.
Now back in Grand Prairie, my mattress is horrible. So when I slept so good last night. Like, y'all don't understand, when I come home and I lay on this mattress, I just go like, oh my God, I forgot. Like, I'm living in a trap house in Grand Prairie. I really am. Like, if you like, none of y'all have been in my apartment, y'all would look at it. It's neat, but y'all would look at the mattress and be like, Mike, like, you were too damn grown for this.
Is it the mattress that came with the bed?
It came rolled up. You got to unfold it.
No.
You got a twin mattress?
No, I got a
full size.
I think it's a queen or king. I think because it takes up the whole room.
Oh,
yeah, because I'm in a little apartment, but I never got the base on it. The base was supposed to come. Like, I bought the whole thing, it never came.
On the floor.
So you got a box spring?
The mattress on the floor?
Yeah, I think that it's not on the floor, but there's a little thing that separates it from the floor. There's like a little
box spring?
Frame.
No, but it's not what was
a little platform.
It was supposed to come with more, and then they never delivered it, and I ain't care. I was like, it's just me. I ain't care. I ain't even like check to be like, yo, where the rest of it come from?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to bring that up. All right. Allegedly with Sexy Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know if it's true. We just know it's alleged. With Sexy Mo right here. What's going on, Mo?
Well, talking about beds and sleeping. Keke Palmer has switched up who's in her bed. They say once you have black, of course you gotta go back. So her boyfriend, her current boyfriend, was white, and she caught him cheating. And she took to social media to talk about it. And lo and behold, she has popped up with he's light skinned, but she's popped up with a brother. She met him at Diddy's party, and she said Darius is now the love of her life, and she's getting it popping back. She's back in the black and brown melanin.
I like
situation.
Keke. Yeah, I like Keke a lot. I just never understand why people go to social media when somebody cheats on them. Like, I don't.
They're upset. Yeah, but they want the world to know they was done wrong. They want everybody to give that person hell.
Especially if you had a public relationship. Like, she had she posted him all the time and stuff on her social media outlet. So I guess she wanted to say, yeah, he wasn't ish.
And Keke Palmer, that's Akilah and the Bee, right? Ain't that as that one?
That's one, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I like her. I like her. Like, I love her energy. I just don't understand. I would never go on social media to air somebody out because they cheated on me.
Well,
Like,
people they subliminally. You may do it subliminally. Do people do it subliminally? Like some people, they might not say the name, but they'll say they'll put up a meme about the best thing you ever had. When you cheat, you deserve what you get. Like, you know, they do the little subliminal stuff.
When people don't appreciate you, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah,
you done gave your best.
Trust your eyes, not what they say. You know,
oh
with your
my
gut.
God.
Your gut is
I'm making
right.
changes. If I don't call you back, you one of them changes.
And then people start chiming in, girl, what's wrong? What happened?
What did he do?
You know how men do.
I'm living this single life again. I deserve better than that. Yeah.
Hot girl summer has been extended
on my own. I deserve to be treated a certain way.
Yo, social media is a mess, yo. It's a mess.
What did he say? The beat wasn't sturdy. She did me dirty. What?
Yeah, oh, funny. I didn't even catch that. Yeah.
The meat wasn't sturdy, so she did me dirty. Come on, man. Like, come on. What happened to the good old days when you just like, come on. What are we doing here? They cheated.
A lot of people live their life so publicly, they feel like the public deserves an explanation every time they make a move or a different shift. And so
didn't Cardi do that to Offset? Didn't she put him out there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, she of course she did when they broke up, and he was being, real thirsty about getting her back and popping up on stage, and she was very vocal about how she didn't like that.
But that's my whole point. They back together again.
With another baby on the way.
That's my whole point. Like, what are we doing?
And Chloe and Tristan, didn't Chloe do that to Tristan?
Yeah.
And they back together again.
Yeah.
I'll never trust you again. I can't. She said, I trusted you. And I'm like, how you trust him? You realize how you got him?
They were like, a heartbroken once learns a lesson. And then y'all back together again. Learns one lesson. What lesson did the heart learn? And then
the heart once with the heart once. That'd be the new post. The heart was with the heart once. No matter what people say is Bonnie and Clyde. Y'all together, like you get all the other memes.
I can't fight what God had planned for me. Okay, all right. You win. What'd you bring God up? You win. But it's the non-important people that kill me. Oh, Mike Shawn and his little truck toy. Yo, this little truck toy that I'm not playing with is my daughter babysits this little young Yummy, and it's his toy, and I can't get over how amazing this toy is because the wheels do all type. I'm jealous right now because I love being a kid. But back to people who, if you are not important, if you're this is the thing, celebrities I get because you have an ego and you have a persona and you want to put it out there. It's you non-important people like me. Like it's like me putting something out there. Like if I find something out about Stacey and I'm just like, yeah, a good father you'll never find again. Bitch, sit your ass.
That's your page.
Well, you do have fans, and yes, you are famous, Michael Shawn. You're a professional comedian. But you are a radio personality. People care.
But it's still corny. You like, come on, like
that's
stop.
Your therapy. That's your therapy. Even if you're not Michael Shawn, it could be the average person with 100 followers. Hey, they're doing it for their people. They're venting. They want that support.
Sometimes these things go viral. You can have 100 followers and you post something like that and it resonates with somebody else and it can go viral. People repost it.
But see, it's not even about then at that point, it's not even about like the relationship anymore. It's not that you're heartbroken. It's like now you wanna monetize the heartbrokenness. Like
it started out with a broken heart. It started out with you doing me dirty.
That is hilarious. That is super hilarious. All right, go ahead.
About breakups to not make up. J-Lo is making it very clear that Ben is putting it down. And so she's trying to swipe all remains. I guess she reclaiming some of her coochie points because she is swiping all remains of A-Rod. So, of course, she's starting to delete remnants of their relationship, and she just wants it to be over so she can kind of move on. Her camp is saying, of course, they have business ties. And so my sources tell me that she is even trying to sever those and kind of buy him out so she doesn't have anything linked to him anymore. She's trying to I guess she's diving all in, so to speak. But of course, A-Rod is out there talking about how amazing and romantic their relationship was, quite the polar opposite of what J-Lo is doing.
Look at Don Page. He said, man, that was a hard lesson I had to learn about posting my dirty laundry out there. I'm going to tell you what.
Post regrets. Talk about it. No. Good.
And that old J-Lo and A-Rod and
but how do you clean up your social media? Like if you're somebody who, even if you're not a celebrity and you posted basically your whole relationship on social media,
delete.
You gotta go back and delete. Or
deleted it.
Yeah, delete it.
You got to go back and delete all the kissing pictures you posted.
Do she save them first? Do she save them in a separate USB, or do she just delete?
Not if you're married to Jay Black. Not if you're married to a Jay Black.
That's a problem. Why are we holding on to that? You're right. You're right about that.
Holding on to them pictures.
But Ben Affleck is a little different. He probably go Jay. You can say you on your A-Rod photos.
I don't think so. I think that Ben Affleck, he has proven that he is very territorial and very intentional when it comes to J-Lo.
Dude, stop. Ben Affleck has already dealt with the fact that, and J-Lo, this is not, because men have the same track record. Publicly, you've been a runway for a lot. You've been a runway, like between Diddy.
She ain't had that many.
What?
I mean,
what? Keenan Ivory Wayne's the whole cast of Living Color.
Are we talking about before in Living Color or after in Living Color? We're talking about
we're talking everything. We're talking everything.
You saying she dated all of In Living Color?
I'm telling you that Keenan Ivory, the Wayne's family has a lot in common.
That's a skeleton door. I thought
that was then, and then
that was Jenny from the block. That was Jenny from the block,
and then Ben Affleck,
and then she was with Murder Inc., rocking with Murder Inc., and then she was with Mark Anthony. She married Mark Anthony twice.
She married Mark,
and then A-Rod.
Dog.
That's only 5 people.
She married Mark though.
We ain't even get into
and the dancer. So that's it.
The dancers
is 8. It's 8 total that they're showing.
So, she was embracing her sexuality.
I mean, but she like 50,
how about the Suge Knight? How about Suge Knight?
She didn't date no Suge Knight. When did she date Suge Knight?
Girl, Suge Knight said, if you say one word, I will not release the tape as long as you don't say one word about me. And she never said one word about him.
So she's like 50, right?
51.
She's 50, so that's not a lot.
Remember her and Drake? Remember she was dating Drake for that little moment?
She wouldn't date no Drake.
Jay Black. Why we gotta go there?
Maybe y'all don't know. Were y'all in the relationship?
It was December 2016 they dated. I'm just saying. I'm going by what
they went on a date on that day?
They were dating.
Went on a date. They were caught coming out of
listen, at the end of the day, male or female, everybody in the industry is one big hoe.
One
big hoe.
I don't know.
One big. Name me one.
That's not that many. I mean, she's just. What's wrong with her dating?
Do you know what the Suge Knight video was supposed to have?
No, what was it supposed to have?
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Well,
no.
Suge Knight in his prime. Yeah, and that happened during Suge Knight's prime when everybody was shook by anything that Suge said that he was gonna put out. So I know she would have never crossed that line.
What were they doing?
I know because I'm not judging her, but I'm saying the Suge Knight video was that basically there was a train being run.
Choo choo. It's a choo choo train.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I just know Suge Knight was on it. Suge Knight on MTV in the limo said, I told her as long as she does not say I'm lying, I will never release the tape.
What's the name of that song? It's a choo choo train. Come on,
ride that train.
It's a choo-choo train.
I'm not mad at her. I'm just saying, no, we all got our skeletons. Everybody's a hoe. We all done have some hoe moments.
Or hoe tendencies. Don't say everybody's a hoe.
Not Shawnee. Shawnee deny it.
Hoe tendencies, meaning
if you in the I haven't had a hoe phase yet.
If you in the industry and you made it, you had hoe moments.
I didn't have no hoe moments.
No, I'm not saying us. We're regular people.
Oh, we regular people. Okay.
No, I'm not. Believe me, if you had $30 million in the bank or you made it, you had some hoe tendencies. Guy, male or female, you had some hoe tendencies.
Why does the money make you have a hoe tendency?
Because the potential to the money is what's gonna make you do stuff.
Oh, because you get access to other people.
Oh, if you gave me $20 million, yeah,
you'd be a hoe.
What?
You would be a hoe? You would risk it all because you got $20 million?
All of it.
Why?
So what about your spouse?
Yeah, what about Stacy?
No, I'm the only person who's going to be honest with you. If I had $20 million when I was 24, 25, 26, 27, when I was 30, 34, 35.
Damn, what's the name of the group? I can't think of their name. The Choo Choo song.
No, but I'm talking about right now, Mike.
If I had $20 million right now.
Right now, where you at?
No, it's different right now because I got obligations. I got the kids and everything like that. But if you put me in the right situation, if you take me, like, no, I'm being honest. Like, I don't think people understand what it's like to be able to have access to anything you want. Anything.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like.
Like anything.
I
want to know what it's like, though.
Quad City DJs. Come on, ride it.
Yes.
And ride it. Choo choo. 20 mil.
Yes. I mean, money changes the game. Changes the game for a lot of people, whether we want to admit it or not. Money. Everybody has a price, right? They say they don't, but everybody has some level of where you like.
I know, because somebody asked me a question like that, and I was like all of my everything that I believe in kind of set on the back burner for a minute. I was like,
here come J-Lo.
Allegedly.
I might have to do it.
I think
it was
girl.
very right. It was what's the financial guy? The financial guy. Kamari posted something. He said, "Would you walk across this thing with all these crocodiles on it, and the bridge was real shaky for like $1 million?" I said, "You know what? I might sit here and figure out how to do that.
You don't have to pray." Consult a couple of engineers.
Yeah, I think I might be able to hold on for $1 million.
I'm going for it. All right, what's next, Mo?
Well, speaking of money, Bad Barbie, she putting Airbnbs on blast, and she's talking about I might sue, I might get my lawyers involved because they wouldn't allow her to rent because she was 18. And so she's like, well, I'm not trying to have no party. I'm just trying to stay. I travel. I'm a superstar. And of course, they said, well, this is our rules and regulations, and you're not old enough to rent. And so she's talking about trying to amass a lawsuit for ageism discrimination.
What?
So, yeah, discriminate. She feels like it's discrimination, even though those are their rules. She feels like they're discriminating against her because of her age, because she's 18 and not. And she feels like that's legal.
Catch me outside, girl.
Yes, catch me outside.
You got to be 21, girl.
Those are the rules.
Yeah, I think I would have got my lawyer on that.
She does. She has an attorney.
Yeah, that when you're 18, but
she has her attorney on it.
She could break stuff in aisles, Mike. You understand that? If she got mad?
No, she wouldn't do that. That's why she's successful.
Well, she's successful because of bad behavior. Catch me outside.
Yeah.
Catch me outside.
That's what y'all like.
No, we don't like that.
Y'all love it. Y'all do. Not y'all, but the world loves it. They love it. That's why the Bad Girls Club gets ratings the way they get it. That's why the Housewives get the ratings that they get. That's why all these shows get these ratings, because people love that ignorant attitude.
Well, speaking of ratings, Michael Shawn, our good old friend T.O. Terrell Owens He is saying, look, he can bring the fans back to the stands. He's talking about making a comeback at 47 years old. He said he's still got a lot of gas in his tank, and he's looking to. He said he's not washed as a football player. He wants another opportunity to come back and try out for the league.
T.O. looks good though.
At 47, yeah, 47.
Yeah, you can look
got
at
dusted. He got dusted by. He was at JSU's practice with Dion and got dusted by one of the little. What's his position?
No, he got dusted by it, but he also did him dirty. But he's 47. T.O., it's over. It's over, dog. You are in amazing shape. You're in amazing shape. You're not ready to play in the NFL with these young guys. It's a whole nother. This is a whole nother beast.
There's certain routes he can do. He can do generic.
No, he can't.
I think he would be good at coaching or coming on to be on like the team
trainer.
A trainer. I think and conditioning and helping with learning how to condition and strength training. I think that he would definitely be.
He has no humility. He has no. You have to have some humility when you do stuff like that. T.O. still
hasn't developed that yet.
No, T.O. still wants to be the star. Like, stop.
That part.
Like, stop. Like, enough's enough. Like, guys are running faster. Like you're not messing with these young boys. Like, leave them alone. Like, I see why young boys get mad at guys my age. Like, leave me alone. Like, dog. Leave me alone.
Why they get mad at you, Mike?
Leave me alone. Like, what do you want to do, old man? Like, what do you want to do with me? Like, when I wake up, I ain't got to stretch. I don't even have to stretch.
I can stand up really quickly. And they gotta
I just run. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, dog, like, stop. Give me advice on what to expect in life. Don't physically get into it with us. Like, leave me alone. I'm 24 in the prime of my life. Like, dog, I'm jumping from the free throw line for no reason. I'm crossing people over. I'm running a 4.3 for no reason. Like, just because I feel like getting up and running. Like, just
miss those checks.
And I promise you, T.O., if you'd have done right by your money, you wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Well, I'll tell you who is talking about football. I'll tell you who's brave out there is the baby mom or the new baby mom of Chad Ochocinco. He just Chad Ochocinco. He just actually had just welcomed the baby with realtor what's the girl from selling Tampa?
Oh, really?
Sherelle Rosada. Yes. So they just had a baby. I'm like, talk about brave. She's the one that's brave.
Why she brave?
Y'all don't remember
that headbutt he gave Evelyn?
Oh yeah, I remember. He did flip out.
Y'all don't remember that headbutt?
Yeah, I remember. It was light. I do remember it though.
You said it was light. Did you see her head after that?
She was light skinned. They bruised more.
I'm not going to get into this. I'm not, because it's all going to be politically correct. You know her mouth.
Yeah, it's slick.
She even said she was wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely slick.
She even said she was wrong. Chad ain't even a bad dude, dog. Like, everybody agrees.
made him lose his whole career. I mean, that one moment.
I don't agree with any touching a woman in any way, but even women were like, "Damn, Chad is a good dude," and even she had to be like, "Yeah, I was a little extra that day."
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have a super soaker, and you gotta spray when you want to get mad. Just spray her with the super soaker.
That's funny.
Like, because women get mad at that, and you just spray her.
Let me tell you something. If you want to see me fight, physically fight, I think that water gun would escalate it. It would,
if my hair get wet and I got
would
the silk
escalate.
press. I just got this silk press, and you gonna wet my hair?
Yeah,
I ain't got no wig on. I don't have no wig.
And I'm in a super soaker with the one that you got the backpack. You like Ghostbusters. And
coming in pumping. Here we go.
The relationship would be over.
I told you, leave me alone. Stop playing. So
not just over. I would physically try to harm you. Yes.
And ain't nothing worse.
It ain't a lot to get me physical, but that right there, yeah.
But you know what? But it really wouldn't be all bad because if you get my hair messed up, I'd just be like, okay, give me $85 so I can go get another silk press.
And I will hand out or an ass whooping.
And I will bust you right in your face again with more water. Right?
As long as you coming up off that 85,
I'm not paying for your hair. You out your mind.
You don't do it yourself. But Mo and Shiny, as women, if you hit a guy, do you expect him to hit you back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was taught.
And do you call the cops after that, or do you?
No, not if you started. You better not, because they gonna take you.
That's why it's important to keep your hands to yourself. I don't condone that. Well, I can hit you all I want, but you can't hit me back. Yeah, I don't condone that with men and women, and I don't even like that game.
There's the rules that we break in our relationships. The minute I call you out your name, the minute you call me out my name, the minute we do it, we've already crossed the line. That is so disrespectful that inevitably, I'm sorry, it goes somewhere. Like we are so trained to be able to call somebody a bitch or a mother. Like we're so trained. Like once you
I think you, but you don't call Stacy that when you get mad at her, do you? That look.
Do I do it anymore? No, do I do it anymore? Do I do it anymore? Am I regretful that I have? Look, I grew up in a family where calling somebody a bitch or calling somebody a mother was part of the routine.
Oh yeah, I tell my mom all the time. I thought bitch was my middle name.
That wasn't even intense. That was a normal. That's what I'm saying. Like, do I regret all that? And do I watch? Before I open my mouth now, I think for 10 minutes before I say what I'm about to say. I literally walk out and take a walk. Because
just how you were kind of raised. So
yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying is like because people go so hard on Mike, and you have to know him. So it's like sometimes he say stuff, but if you know him, then you know that's just how he talking. Yeah. He don't really mean nothing. He just
he's not being offensive.
He's not mad. He's just passionate.
Just passionate.
Yeah,
he got the water bottle.
He's really not trying to break you down. He's just frustrated and saying what he want to say, but
but I'm telling you, it's a damn shame because.
But I know for me, if I call you out your name, it's a wrap. Yeah,
yeah. Like it's like. I hope we're training our kids to know, like, if you call somebody out their name, like, I know it's not physical. I know you can't call the cops. I know you can't
Sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones, Mike.
That is the biggest lie in the history of the world.
Let me tell you something. Talk about somebody's mama.
No, forget words are the most vicious thing ever.
Yes.
You can't recover from words. I've had things that have been said to me by people that I still haven't gotten over, and they were said to me when I was like 10.
So you holding grudges?
That's one thing.
No, I'm not. No, it's not even a grudge. It's called
the impact, though.
Yeah, it's called the whatchamacallit? Damn, I can't even think of the word right now. No, it's not traumatic. It's called
traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, all that. Like you there are things that people will say to you that you have locked in for the rest of for 20 years later. You're like, yo, I really took that to heart.
Even after they apologized and said I said it in the heat of the moment.
It doesn't matter. You can't erase it from somebody's mind. So that's
I don't know what family members. I don't know what family members you got, but I ain't getting no apology.
Oh,
it's like I said it and get over it.
Deal with it.
Hold that.
You got to go to Walgreens.
That's how you wind up at Walgreens. Turn it up.
And stuff.
Mike, you can't look on your camera, Mike.
That's Mike right there.
Yup.
Take some stuff up, Mike. Go on. We'll understand. Just go on in there and just knock over the whole aisle of Lay's real quick.
Yo, I honestly think some of the stuff I say on stage was built just to get back at stuff that was said to me back when I was younger. Like, I really want to get it, man. The verbal abuse sets the tone for life. Dog, words are vicious.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Call a little girl out her name when she's young, and she will be so used to it and really literally allow
desensitized.
and desensitized. Yep. And will allow these dudes to call her a B word and add the whore afterwards, which is always the perfect combination. That B word and the whore. Oh my God, that is like that's the one that said David
That's
Burns.
another fighting word. That's another trigger word. Like if you call a female out of her name, you said call her a B, and that's not what she accustomed to. That's like a serious thing. That's a deal breaker for some women.
It says,
yeah, because if you call me the B word, I'm swinging. And it's been like that since I was little. That was the first fight I had at school. The girl she was fine till she got up in my face and said, "You bitch," and I don't know what happened. So
Dave said, I got the toughest skin. My words can hurt quickly. I can knock you out with my words. So TKO, like he knocking people out with the words, the word game.
No, and I regret so many words that I've said. Like that passionate anger.
That's passionate anger. Did I see that's passionate?
You can't look on your camera, right?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? And I always say about like people who say like a dude snapped, like they'll be like a dude snapped at the bar, but he never snaps on somebody who's 6'5", 275 pounds.
Selective snapping.
It's always selective snapping. Like I promise you, if Queen Latifah in her prime had been the girl working in there at the Walgreens and stepped to her, I promise that Wild Out would not have happened. I promise.
The manager was big. What do you say?
The manager was still on some mode. You just got to get out of here. You
get out of my store. Get out of my store.
Get out of my store.
We all know who we really want that smoke with. We all know. Like we all know there's certain like if there was a certain manager there who had if she had tattoos on her face,
you might think twice.
You might be like, I don't know if I'm about to flip right now. Like if she had tattoos on her face and teardrops going down her eyes. I promise you, you always like, nah, maybe I'm not going to
maybe I need to chill.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I need to simmer that.
Yeah. Maybe I was out of line. I apologize.
Or maybe they'll just talk noise. They won't tear nothing up like that. Because I've seen that happen where they'll just, talk, but you can tell they scared. Like,
maybe I'll deal with my trauma from when I was 8 years old with a psychiatrist. Maybe I'm good. But Shorty's right. The person who yells but don't grab nothing. Like they be in somebody's house, be wilding out, but they ain't tossing nothing over.
Ain't knocking no chairs over.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. Or the ones that are always arguing. And then they friend, grab them, and then they really start trying to go, and then they friend have to pull them harder. But if the friend let go,
let go. I always say, let go of them people.
Oh, you wild out in somebody's house and then you leave, but you don't slam the door because the person's giving you a lot. Like the person's letting you live. Like the person's like, go ahead, voice your opinion, but you don't slam the door at the end because if you slam the door.
So you gotta reenact it. Right, here we go. Here's your music. Let's go. Here we go. You angry.
Oh, and I'm not gonna wild out the house.
Yeah, I thought she was about to wild.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Like, I'm tired of the bullshit. It could go down wherever. I'm just gonna get out of here before it happens. I'm gonna get out of here right now.
Wait, Mike. Come on, Mike. Come on. Let's go, Mike.
Let's get out of
Mike.
here.
Come on, let's go, Mike.
But then you grab the door and you close it quietly.
Like Birdman and them up at the Breakfast Club. Excuse me. Is you done? Is you finished?
Done? Is you finished?
And politely walk out.
Because I'm not. Listen, if I slam Jay Black's door at his house, right? That means we almost got to fight.
Mine's a cue the music now.
Like if you slam my door at my house, like if you at my house and you slam the door, and my kids saw you slam the door. We got to fight now. We got a Walgreens. We got a Walgreens now. We got a
Walgreens situation.
We got a Walgreens.
Man.
He gonna flip over all the bacon.
Oh, you
nah.
Yeah, I got problems coming to my house doing that.
You know what's funny? You ever get into a situation and then when you review it in your head, you're like, I should have beat that ass. I bet you that white girl was like, I should have fought that bitch. Like she turned up my whole store. Like
my crew ain't got no respect for me now.
You
should have fought her. She not big at all.
She was smaller.
And she almost slipped and busted her ass when she was trying to flip something.
She messed up her loss prevention, everything.
Watch her slide. Watch her feet.
You came up on your kids, right?
Oh yeah, them was them old Navy dollar flip flops.
She slid.
Right? You came up on your kids,
right?
And she had that top on. She ain't even had no fighting gear on. Once you started fighting, that top was coming right off.
Right? You came up on your kids, right?
Oh, well, she got straps on it, so no, she might have been all right.
You know, I just wish somebody would have just came right behind her and just snuffed her for no like.
I was concerned. I thought the manager was going. As soon as she put her, I thought she was going to put her arm out like she was in one of the clips. She tried to act like she was like pushing her out the way.
Like if Remy Ma was the manager, do you really think she would? Or Babs for making the band?
Look,
they would have been fighting.
It wouldn't even got that far.
I think that little girl would have did it still. She seemed like the top that would have done it, and then they would have just been fighting. And
Remy would have stopped her at the Lays. She wouldn't have got to aisle 2, 3, and 4. Remy would have stopped her at the front of the
to the bounty.
No.
Wait, when you about that life, you go in the manage. This is when you about that life, you go in the manager's mouth. You don't throw stuff. When you really about that craziness,
cross registers.
You go directly to the lady who did it to you and be like, I'm gonna punch you in your face. When you start throwing stuff around, that means you don't watch a lot of reality shows and you want to show off.
She wouldn't have made it to that soda aisle because the soda was at the very end. In the roses.
She didn't even get to the soda aisle. She could have shook up the sodas and started. You could have at least done that.
She knocked some liquid down though. Some liquid got on the floor.
It looked like this. It was like the.
Right? You came up on your kids, right? Clean that shit up now. Because like I said, I asked for fucking help. Right? I asked for fucking help. And nobody wants to fucking help. Nobody wants to fucking.
Yeah, there's a soda.
Once that lady, you could tell the lady was old. She was older. Once that lady ran up on her, all she had to do was throw like 3 punches right there. All she had to do was like, boom, boom, boom. And I promise you, she would have like, oh, this bitch about that life. Wait a second.
She could have saved all the stuff in the front. Yeah.
Why you acting like that?
Now, before I say this, I do not know how old that young lady is. Before I make this comment, I don't know how old she is. But from her actions, she looked like she's the type you do want to have makeup sex with. Like she does.
He was looking at a booty. Did she have a booty? Mike always look at the booty.
Wait a minute.
No, her passion.
Play it again.
No, she looked like. Go ahead.
Right? You came up on your kids, right?
You just said just the passion.
That passion. I don't know how old she is, y'all. I don't know, so don't get at me. I'm thinking 23, 24.
Yeah.
But that's that passionate makeup sex. Like that's the.
What about the lady with the alligator?
With the alligator, the one I got her.
When you talking about she had a.
You want me to get her?
What you say about makeup sex with that booty, Mike?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I'm telling you that's the only reason why that guy jumped in, because he saw that. He got no choice but to let him hit.
Oh man.
She owe him one.
You owe me one.
But what got me was that she sat there and did this with her hand in the alligator's mouth.
She got that calm.
Yeah, I was like,
yo,
what?
I want to know who will win the fight. Put the alligator chick up. Put the alligator chick up.
I think the alligator lady would win because she got rolled by alligator and stayed calm.
Yeah, the alligator.
I wouldn't even mess with her. I'd shut up. I would sit down in the corner and be quiet.
Alligator chick would beat the Walgreens chick's ass. Yo.
Listen.
No, Walgreens look tough, man.
Right? You can't look on your camera, right?
She was
She just making noise.
Yeah,
I go sit down.
The alligator flipped the chick over and she stood her ground. She popped right back up.
Listen.
I
got my money on alligator girl.
Yeah, alligator girl could call me all kind of NBs, and I'd be like, "Yes, ma'am." Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, you right. You right."
Had her full arm in an alligator's mouth. I want
Alligator
no smoke
woman,
with you ever.
Oh, God.
Like, dude, she have an ass or didn't notice because you notice everything. No, the alligator girl got a little perkiness back there. She does. Give her a makeover, she does. Let me tell you something. What?
I still don't know how you recognize her ass in between all of that.
It just popped up out of nowhere. You saw
Yes,
it.
I would, Mark. I would. The alligator woman, the alligator. Did you see the alligator? Took her hand, rolled her, and she was calm all that time. And then,
Never screamed, never raised a voice.
When she got in the water with the alligator. Oh no, man, that ain't one to mess with.
Uh-oh, we want me here. We want me here. We got trouble in here. We want me here.
Yeah, she did look tough. She
wrestled with an alligator.
Yeah, I ain't messing with her.
No, I'll date her for real. I'll do everything except play fight with her. Like
that's a dating story. Like that's a so what's the craziest thing you do? I wrestled an alligator once in my life.
The man that got on top of the alligator wasn't as brave as her because he's number what I do next. What I do next?
Yes.
She lost 2 fingers to the alligator.
And her hand was broke. Yeah.
She lucky that's all she lost.
But she ain't holler, she ain't scream.
She did have a hand. I never played it all the way through.
Uh-oh, we want me here. We want me here. We got trouble in here. We want me here. Hey, we got trouble.
Yeah, she did.
She
told
wrapped her
told him.
legs around the alligator.
And she had a hat on the whole time.
Yeah, she never let that go. But she pointed to the white guy and said, "Get on top of him and do this."
Yeah, she was giving a whole instruction. I would, yeah.
She will beat Walgreens' ass. She will beat Walgreens' ass.
I wouldn't have nothing to say to her.
She will grip her and describe what she gonna do to her. I'm about to throw this left hook to your ribs.
Yeah,
She
you're
could
about
be
to catch the
real
spade.
disrespectful. And I
Now,
just be like, all right.
But the Walgreens chick still got makeup sex over her. Like I know she got vicious made, but
Did you see the alligator lady wrap her legs around the alligator though?
What? That's amazing.
You see me in a fight with an alligator, help the alligator. That's a thing.
They said the kid was traumatized in the background. Don't worry, it was a white kid. They're gonna have therapy. They're gonna everything. They ain't never had no nightmares of bullets coming in through the front window. It'll be all right. She would have beat Walgreens' ass. Walgreens don't want no smoke with that. But I like Walgreens. But that chick never. The fact that Jay Black said, you notice she never screamed.
She never screamed. Never hollered.
She stayed panic free. With a fat ass. How do you do that? Which fingers? The middle finger.
Really ever. She just need to. Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. Two interesting videos. I think we need to just keep this Walgreens up.
You can't look on your camera, right?
and she almost fell.
Can we use that as an assessment to figure out, like, how mad are you, Mike, today? Are you Walgreens mad?
I'm Walgreens mad.
Hold on. We should keep them both. We should keep the alligator lady.
Are you alligator lady calm, or are you Walgreens mad?
Are you mad? Are you alligator mad? I'll handle this. I can handle. She can point or flip nobody off. Yo, I know she lost a finger. That's not funny, but God, look, goodness gracious,
real deal. All right.
I do want somebody to beat Walgreens' ass. I do. Like, I would love to see somebody just beat her ass for no reason. All right, let's wrap it up. Walgreens. That would be dope. All right. BJ Edwards Jr. Me. All right, y'all. It's been great. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday. We finally made it to the weekend. Mike, Sean, Jay, Friday. Yeah, Friday. For real. What I gotta do today?
Watch the Eagles game tonight, preseason.
Yes.
Did you get the tickets away?
Nah,
we can't give them away.
Nah, no. The preseason, I even offered to Dr. Smith. He said,
nobody want to see
that's
that
a large gathering outside. He's not ready because of COVID to be around a large gathering.
Let me check for you, Jay Black. I may be able to
some free tickets. To a
let me
Shawnee.
Let me see what I can do.
Shawnee, the Eagles suck.
It's preseason. That's what it is. They know only the first.
Cowboys not looking so hot either.
No, the Cowboys literally have a great offense. Like I'm not a Cowboy fan. They got a great offense. Like, it could be a problem this year, and I'm a Giant fan. You can't give away tickets to go see the Eagles right now. And Jay know what I'm talking about. You can't give these things away.
I want to jump in, actually.
Oh, they said, which one would you have helped, Mike? The walk. You would have helped to save the the alligator. Or would you jump in to stop the Walgreens girl? Like, what would you jump in?
I would have jumped in the Walgreens. I'm not jumping with the alligator.
I really ain't dealing with no animal.
I really don't want to jump in the Walgreens situation. Like, honestly, I don't want to jump in either one of them. But there's an animal, a real animal. Like, I gotta applaud that white man for jumping in there and supporting his people, because it would have taken a lot. I don't want to stereotype, but I don't know if that chick was black.
Michael Shawn is basically saying, if any of us, that happens to any of us, he ain't jumping in. He ain't jumping on the alligator's back.
We gonna ask questions. What was you doing working with alligators for anyway?
Why was you that close? I mean, you had food in your hand. I don't think the alligator even ate today. What you expect?
Yeah, I can hear Jay like, why would you do that though? But you know it's an animal.
I help get my hand first before you start.
Amazon paying $15 an hour, and you gonna be down here messing with the alligator?
You having money problems, Shawnee?
I would just be like, yo, I thought she was a professional. I thought she knew what she was doing. Like, I'm not trained to do, like, the Walgreens chick. I would have just tripped her. That's all I would have done. I would have just tripped her and kept it moving.
If she would have knocked down one more lick with them old Navy flip flops, would have went to flying. Trust me.
But when she did that old lady got mad. She said, "Get out of here!
Get out my stove! Get out my stove!"
All you had to do was push her a little bit. She would have fell down, and I'd have been out of there. I just pushed her, like, all right, stop it. You wrong, Walgreens girl. Meet me at my car. Meet me at my car.
Now y'all can work. Boy, I would have made her stay there, and she would have cleaned that up.
That'd be crazy.
I would have locked that door and said, "You ain't going nowhere. You can't call nobody. You gonna clean this up."
What I was about to say is the black girl, if she underestimated the crew and she didn't know how gangster the crew was, and as she's wilding out, somebody locked them doors and them lights turned off. Like, you ain't going nowhere tonight.
The mop's in the back.
You gonna clean all this up.
You ain't leaving until you clean up aisle 2, 3, and 4.
All this stuff you done wasted in here. I ought to ring it up and charge you for it. I'm gonna do my job now and charge you for all this.
You stick a gun to her head, like, now run your debit card. You paying for all. All right, we out of here.
We so late.
All right, we late. All right, Michael Shawn, Takeover Legends. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. If a little black girl start turning up in Walgreens, lock the door. And if you ever stick your arm in an alligator's mouth, you better hope there's a white man to save your ass. We will see y'all tomorrow. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits.